Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, I give you BVO.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy BBO Boxing, man, the king of boxing talk. I'm in the house, man. We back. Tell the whole world BBO Boxing is back. Make sure you share, subscribe, like, comment, because this is what we do it for, man. And don't forget, we trying to get our new goal going. It don't matter the number, the denomination on the number, but we trying to get 5 appreciations a show. So it could be $1, $2. We don't need much, man. All we need is a pack of noodles, and we good. So help us get that pack of noodles. But it's your boy BBO. I got my man, the Puerto Rican Prince, aka I don't know where your wallet is, D Free in the house, and I got my man Prize in the house as well. Mr. I stole your wallet, but I'm already rich. But I'm gonna get out the way, man, because we got some great boxing talk. And I just put it like this. To start it off, I'll ask you guys one of the most important questions ever. What happened to the great sport of boxing and why is it failing? But before I get out of here, let me give a big shout out to our sponsor, Raycon. Go to rayconglobal.com. That's rayconglobal.com for your entertainment, gaming, leisure needs. Also, don't forget about the scooty bikes. Don't forget about the electric bikes. Shout out to Raycon. That's rayconglobal.com. That's rayconglobal.com. And on that note, man, I'm going to go ahead and let my man D Free do his thing. Peace.
What's going on, Prize? What's going on with you?
D Freezy, my dude, man. Excuse me for my background, man. You know what I'm saying? My kids are a little excited. What's going on? I'm taking them to Disney tomorrow. They don't know, but they know they're flying somewhere, so they super excited. So
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
yeah.
All right, but
He's my
we getting towards the end of the year. We
yeah.
had some good fights this year and some
Yeah.
not so good fights. We got some of the action that we called for, and then we got some of the fights that a lot of us can care less of seeing. But towards the end, I mean, now we got 1 week left of this year. How you feel about the sport of boxing as a whole for 2024?
Well, like you said, it was some good Jones, it was some good fights, and it was some not so good fights. I mean, you said it perfectly. I mean, I'm a boxing junkie, so I watch any kind of boxing. I watch amateur boxing. I go to amateur boxing. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
This is a sick Negro.
come on, man. I forgot he gonna come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I
But
I just was like trying to, I don't want to, I don't want to try to speak anything negative into existence. You know what I mean? So I just try to stay cool and be like, nah, we'll be all right. Because at one point I was feeling like that, and you and BVO was like, nah, Prize, it's gonna be cool. And then it ended up being all right. We had a good year that year, but I feel like boxing is a year to year basis thing, bro. It's on a year to year basis thing. We might have some good years. We might not have a good year. It's so wild west, dog. We don't know what 25 is going got in store for us with boxing. It's a big question mark. Well, we know Turkey gonna put on some fights. We know that. So that's cool. We got Turkey in there putting on fights. So that's always good. But at the end of the day, what are we finna do? Like, we don't know. Tank talking about the fight off, the fight on. We don't know what like one of my favorite fighters doing. I don't know what he doing. And
yeah,
so what like Usyk showed that he just is the giant killer at this point. So, I mean, I know you don't like to put heavyweights at number one in pound for pound, and I still think Terrence is number one now, but he's damn sure too. So he proved his stuff. So we got that, but people don't really care about Usyk like that, like how probably like we do. So as far as going forward, how I feel about the sport, it's just a big question mark at this point, bro. We don't know what we're gonna get because, like, what is Usyk gonna do? All he can do is rematch Dubois, I guess. Like, what's he
yeah.
to do? You know what I mean? They need to build somebody up for him to, or we got to build somebody up for him to beat. You know what I mean? Or like I don't know, but it's just a big question mark, bro. I mean, what else is it? Like, what we
Yeah,
doing? Is Charlo's coming back? I mean, bunch of exhibition wrestling. I'm pretty sure we'll see a bunch of wrestling next year. You know, but other than that, I don't know what we doing. What we doing?
yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, see, this is the thing that I had to go back and just think about and reflect on because I was watching a lot of old fights, and I think the fans nowadays, the diehard fans, not the casuals, the diehard fans nowadays, they got so spoiled with being able to call out what fight they want to have and some of those fights actually materialize. I think they got so spoiled in being able to say what fight they want to see that they forgot that this is a business. Because if you go back and look at those fights back in the days, we didn't always get the big fights. We got good fights, but they wasn't always the big fights. So I think a lot of times we got to understand and appreciate the fights that we do get,
Hmm.
because if you look at these
Crazy.
individuals, look at the fighters as an individual, not as a fan of another fighter, and you say, oh, he shouldn't be fighting him, he's not worthy of getting that fight. If you look at the fan as a I mean, look at the sport as a fan of the sport. At some point, these guys who we don't think is qualified to have that fight or did anything to get that fight, at some point in time, somebody got to give them a shot. Somebody got to give them a shot in order for us to see whether they good or not. Because McGear gave that dude a shot from France, and look what it turned out for
Like
him.
smokes. Yep.
So you got to look at it in a different light. That's why I say I'm not a fan of none. I mean, I don't have a favorite fighter
Oh yeah.
in the sport of boxing now. As since Roy Jones had retired, I don't have a favorite fighter. I'm a fan of all of these fighters inside
Yeah.
the ring,
Right. Right.
because
Right.
I can look at things differently as a fan of the sport instead of a fan of the fighter. I can look at things differently.
Yeah, me too. I don't got no real attachments. And shout out to the homie Crush the Legend. I don't got no real attachments to none of these guys. Maybe Earl and Bud. I might got and Tank. I mean, I guess I don't, but it's not like the attachment that I was like what you just said, free like Roy, Mike. You know what I mean? When I was a young bull in '90, when Roy got knocked out, like I think I cried on that one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I probably was like 10, 11. I can't remember, but I probably cried. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The last fighter I had attachment to was Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm not doing that. I'm not going through that no more. Like, it's tough. Like, but you got to be a warrior, though. It's like how Mike was, like how Riddick was in Holyfield. And Sugar Ray and Hagler. If you go out there and get beat and you run it back and you rumbling, then I will probably have that kind of attachment. I'm like, yo, this dude, you know, he like Riddick Bowe, that's my dude. And I got to meet him and I got to sit with him. That was all fire. You know what I
uh,
mean? So,
well,
but like right now, maybe I had maybe Wilder and Earl and Bud, but not like how I had the feeling for Roy, because that hurt me when Roy went to bed with Tarver. I did not want Roy to fight, and I was like, why is he doing this, bro? I knew
yeah,
Tarver was gonna clip him, bro. And he got
yeah.
clipped.
What you
And
got
I'm
on the
done.
crush?
Say repeat that again because I couldn't hear it. That's why I went out and came back
Now
in.
we were just really
No, what I
talking
was saying was,
intro.
as the for the now we down to the last week of 2024. I said, how do you feel about the sport of boxing for 2024? Now that we're down to the last week and all of the fights that we had so far for the year, how do you feel about the sport for 2024?
Yeah, time.
And I touched on this not too long ago when I was giving a rating. So the year wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad year, even though we had some disappointments. You know what I mean, some letdowns, but that comes with everything. So I'm not gonna cry about it like a lot of people do. They hopefully they mature in 25. But
Hmm.
it was a good year. It wasn't a great one of the greatest years. Um, but it was a good year. I give it a B. I give it a B because there was only a few fights that we didn't get to see because whatever reason. But other than that, pretty cool. Far as all the circus shit and all that, I still give it a B because we did get some great fights. We did get some good fights this year. We got some upsets. We seen some guys that we've been talking about. We had good prediction this year on a few fighters. Shout out to D Free. Always stand up on boxing. Then point on Bam Rodriguez hasn't let us down, and a few other fighters. So it's been a good year, man. Minus the
Yeah.
fights we didn't see, it still was a good year. Still was a good year. I
Yeah,
give
it
it a B.
was. Shout out to Tommy. Yeah, I didn't like that. I mean, and Tony was in his bag too, But I
Right.
rock with Tony heavy, but I don't kind of like the way he did Evander on that one. I ain't like that fight for real, because I rock with Holyfield too, and I was just like, why they? All right, I understand, but Tony was on his ish, and he was in his bag that one. But I ain't like to watch it though. I don't watch the fight. I don't go watch the replays.
I think
If I see the highlights on the reel, I scroll past it because I rock with both of them. I watched Tony whoop on Ruiz or something.
I think
Amen.
because like I said, this is the last week of boxing. Well, yeah, the last week of boxing for 2024. I
Yeah.
think what we're gonna do, I'm gonna talk to B. I know he's listening or whatever. But on Wednesday, I think we should have our award show. We go through our top 10 pound for pound. We
Mm,
give the best knockouts of the year,
mm.
the fighter of the fight of the year, the
Oh yeah, we
fighter
did that
of
with
the
the
year.
family before. Yeah,
Now, are
let's
we
do it.
doing that? Are we going to collaborate on a list? Or are we going to all take our turns and have our list and have our own
No,
awards?
you have your own list and your own awards
Okay,
because
I like it.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean it's gonna take a whole lot of collaborating behind the scenes in order for us to get together and do it. And we all work different schedules and stuff. So yeah, I mean just come up with your own list, like because we like I said and it doesn't. I mean whatever your list is what your list is. That's your opinion of what you believe. So I mean I'm
But
not knocking nobody's list.
Salute to
Everybody
Smoke
have their
Section
own list.
Sports Entertainment. Appreciate you,
but
bro. Smash a
what
lot.
time you gonna do it on New Year's D free? What time?
I said we do it. I say we do it Wednesday. Because I mean, yeah, Wednesday the Wednesday night show. Because we come on at 8. So I say Wednesday at 8 o'clock. We do that. That's our New Year's show. We give out our awards
I
for
cool.
2024.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah,
fire. I
yeah, yeah.
like it.
That's
I like
that's
it.
cool.
But
Yeah.
back to the like my whole thing is like I see a lot of people and I told y'all I thought that the whole thing with Tank Davis was just he was just trying to get some attention for his
Yeah.
fight. And I never truly believed that the fight was on because nobody announced that the fight was on. It was just a post that Tank Davis put up, and
It took down.
people just ran with it. But at the same token, we gotta not hold these fighters to such high standards that they can't be criticized. Every fighter can be criticized, whether you like the fighter or not. And like I said, if that was true, and there was no other big fight for Tank to have the announced right away, he gotta get criticized for that situation because if you didn't want the fight, you should have never signed the paperwork.
Facts. And
You,
make
you,
sure
you,
y'all hit that Cash App that BVO sent out, man. Make sure all he asking for is a Lucy. Come on, that's easy. We're just trying to make a little goal for him. We just trying to do this, you know what I'm saying? You can go get a Dutch. Dutchies cost more than that. Backwoods cost more than that. So then hit that Cash App that BVO. We're running across the screen, you see it. You know what I'm saying? Just a Yankee. Come on, that's easy work, man.
no, you
Here
said it's
we
running
go.
across the screen. I
Here,
thought you
here,
said
here we
BBO.
go. Here.
I thought you said BBO running across the screen. I looked. I was like, hold on, what?
Nah, I said he's running
All
it
right,
across
cool.
the screen. He's
Yeah.
running the
So
Cash App across the screen. Y'all know
okay.
what I'm
All
talking
right,
about.
hold
Y'all know
on.
what I'm talking
I
about.
got you,
You
Pride.
see the Cash
Hey,
App going
Pride, I
across the
got you.
screen. Yeah, I can dig it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hit that real quick for one
This
time.
is a sick Negro.
And shout out to and while y'all do that, after y'all hit the Cash App, go check out rayconglobal.com too, by the way. But yeah, anyway.
Hey, check it
All
out,
right,
y'all. All we asking for is we just trying to achieve right now is 3 cash apps a show. So make sure you want to donate to $ Captain Kirk 4545 at Cash App. Whatever you can Whatever you could donate, man, do that. That's all we ask. Our goals right now is just put 3 cash apps a show. Doesn't matter the amount of dollar. We appreciate that. And also go over to rayconglobal.com.
Please and thank you.
And go check some things out, man. Get some good things over there. I even had some of my folks go over there and check some things out, because they newsy and they hear about a website. They
Yeah,
just want to
yeah.
go over and look at stuff.
I need one of them.
Go check
What
it out.
them doing? Them Scooter Jones. I need one of them.
Yeah. But
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead,
back
D free.
back to the show. Um,
Salute, TD.
what are y'all expecting for the first quarter of 2025? I'm not even gonna say the whole year. I'm gonna
I
say
don't
the
even
first
know.
quarter.
Crush. I don't even know. Go.
All right,
I'll let Crush cook on
before
that.
we do that, we gonna like thank Tommy for the $5 piece for the $5 cash app. Thank you,
Yo.
Tommy.
Yes,
Um,
indeed.
so
Yo.
going to 2025, D free. I don't try to make high expectations. You know what I mean? I stay in my lane when I talk about this. So I'm just expecting these fighters when they get in the ring, they go in there to do what they need to do and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Let's go for all these fighters. But I'm expecting a good year if that's the proper way to answer the question. I'm expecting a good year. It looked like the jump off of 25 was getting off to a nice feisty start. I like to start off so far. We got the David versus David. We got a few other fights that's starting off in the beginning of the year. So I like the way it's starting off. So hopefully they can
Yeah.
keep it consistent throughout the first quarter, and then we'll see what they do in the second and third quarter and fourth quarter as the
Yeah,
year
I mean, yeah, we got
progress.
we got we got. I mean, it's pretty much some fights already lined up for the first quarter because you got the
Yeah.
Tank and the Lamont.
When
They
is
they
David and
fight March
David?
1st.
Yeah,
You got Shakur versus Kid Austin.
Mm.
You got David
yeah,
versus David, and you got the rematch of Arthur and Bivol. So it's
yeah. Hell,
some nice fights already lined up for the
And
first
it
quarter.
looks like Keyshawn has an opportunity to become a world champion for the first time. You know what? I don't even want to talk about it. I ain't gonna do that because I
Go
want to
ahead.
say
I mean,
something.
this is
but,
what we doing today.
All right, all
Go
right,
ahead,
all
talk
right.
about what you want to talk about.
I'm very, very,
but let's
very
give it.
disappointed in my young boy. One of my favorite, my personal favorite, um, up and coming superstar, or I think he will be a superstar. I don't know what in the world is going on with Cromell and his weight. They need to figure out what weight he gonna be at. Like I keep reading stuff and I don't want to say nothing. I've been holding back. But then people might say, "Well, Prize, why you don't talk about this? Why you talk about that?" You protect like BBO will get up here and say, "All you do is protect black fighters." But right now, I'm
Well,
like, "Damn, dog! Like he a young boy. I get it. They need to figure out what he need to do with what weight he need to fight at, bro. Because I think he missed
well,
weight again, bro, on something like not too long ago.
what I
I don't
did
even want y'all
hear
to cook on that for real, for real. I just wanted to get it off my chest and move on.
what I did hear was the weight that he came in 15 pounds overweight or something like that. He was supposed to be
Yeah.
fighting at 140. He
Okay.
was supposed to be fighting at 140. So he came in. I think he came in like 154, 155. So he was supposed to be fighting at
Wow.
140.
And didn't it
And
happen again, and it kind of got
I
swept
don't know.
under the rug.
I don't know if it happened
I
again. I
saw
didn't. I
something that
didn't see
said
something.
Carmel missed weight again. I was like, again? I was like, that's just. I just
Yeah, I don't.
kept it pushing when I saw it.
No, because I don't know if he fought again because after he had missed that weight, I
No, he
think
didn't
if
fight, but he was supposed to fight, and then I think he was like
no, but
13 pounds over.
what I'm saying is I think he got suspended. I think he got suspended.
Yes, that's what I saw. D free.
Yeah,
Yes, because he
he got suspended.
was it for
So
that
no, that was for when he missed the when he
the
came in
weight.
over 15 pounds overweight. He got suspended.
Yeah, bro. I saw that. I was like, what? I'm like, yo, man, they need to figure out. All right, but what you just the information you just gave me, you educated me, so I feel a lot better. So I got high hopes for him. I got high hopes for Abdullah. I expect big year in 25 for them young bulls. I feel like him. I feel like they.
Bentley. Everybody thought it was supposed to be at 133, but they said no, it was supposed to be at 140. It was supposed to be at 140.
Yeah, Bentley ain't lying. That is serious, but he was. I mean, I don't. He was a freaking. What was he a junior middleweight?
Yeah, he came in.
That's savage.
He came in like 140, 148,
And
something
that
like
and
that
that
for
goes
a pro
back to my
second.
that goes back to my point, D Free. They need to figure out what weight he gonna be at because he's a little small to be a welterweight. I feel like 140 is his weight where he should start off at 40. I don't think they should try to put him down at
I don't
where they
know.
had him at 20 what?
130,
130?
130.
Not
130.
126 with 30. All right, I think that's doing too much. I think they should just throw him on there at 40. I think he'll be all right.
I think. I mean,
Up his
he might be,
defense.
but he's small.
I know, man.
He
He
like
might
what,
be like Broner,
five
one of them
three?
tweeners.
He
Like
like
you know, one of them
5'3", five
tweeners.
five.
Like Broner was kind of too big for 40, but kind of too. He wasn't the biggest welterweight man at the time. That's
No,
why
what
they
I'm
was
saying
able.
is what I'm saying is I don't think he need to be at 140 or 147. What I think is they need to put him on a strict training
Yeah,
regimen.
so
They
Yep,
gotta stay on
exactly.
top because right now it's showing that he's not disciplined at a young age that he's at right now. We already saw this with Tank Davis. Tank Davis will blow up in weight when he didn't have fights and
he's
stuff like that.
5'2", D Free. I just googled it.
Yeah,
Jesus,
that's what I say.
Sure.
Like he
I
five
ain't
three or
know
something like
that.
that. That's what I say. He was short. He's short.
Damn,
Yeah, he's smaller than Tank. He's short.
what?
But
Yeah.
140 is not where he want to be at. He
Yeah.
I don't
Now that I just got educated more, I ain't
so
realized it because I just looked at him as such a dog. I never really peeped. I never really looked at his stats, like his height, his weight. I just was like, yo, I like this kid. I don't care. Just put him in there. Let me see him fight. I wasn't even checking up on. I knew what weight class he was in, but I didn't know his height. I ain't check his height. I ain't
no,
gonna cap.
to be honest
That's
to be honest
crazy.
with you, at 5'2", he's too small for 135. He's too small for 135 at
Yeah.
5'2".
Yeah, he needs to be at 130.
I
Damn.
mean,
Oh, he too
he
130,
husky to be on
130.
130 though. He
he
gonna be
gonna
too big.
yeah, he gonna be too
He's
big
not.
for 130, but
I'm not.
He
he's
ain't a bad
18 years
position.
old,
Yeah,
19 years old.
he's still got that baby fat on him, man. You know what I
So
mean?
No did it. I said no did it. I say no did it. No did it.
this nigga BBO
This
was
was
retarded because I wasn't even thinking about that when
Right.
Crush said that, and when Crush said it, I was going with the flow, and then now I realized why BBO played it because Crush said at 130 he gonna be too big. This nigga BBO stupid.
Man,
BBO,
only
BBO need to
him
go
think
sit
only
down
big
somewhere.
only BBO think about sick
Shout
stuff
out,
like that.
right?
I'm
Michael
gonna pray for
Garner.
you, bro.
This is a
That
sick Negro.
see, I'm gonna pray for him. He needs help. He needs help. Matter of
Stop
fact,
muting my
the
mic
cash
too.
app. Listen. Matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all donate to the cash app because it's gonna go to his bill to get his
Help.
brain scanned because we gotta know we gotta send him to
We
the
gotta
psych
cover
ward or
doctor
not. There's
bills. We
something
gotta cover doctor
definitely
bills,
wrong with
Crush.
this man.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm I'm
It's,
I'm
yes,
I'm
there's
gonna tell
something
you
definitely
what.
wrong with that man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I feel you, Tommy, but
Moten,
damn,
he
man.
he he gotta tighten up. He gotta tighten up. I don't know if
Yes.
Floyd need to grab him by the collar and say, "Hey, look, this is what you got to do. This is how you got to do it in this game if you plan on being in this game for a long time." Because right now, the way you moving, you too big to be fighting at 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 130, and you too short to be fighting at 140. So
Hmm.
you gotta tighten up on which one you want to do. If you're gonna grow, and right now you have no say so of your height and growing. So the only thing
No did it. I said no did it. I say no did it. No did it.
the only the
How you
only
Come
gonna
thing
on,
he
disrupt
man.
D
the only
Free Cook with that goofy
the only
stuff?
thing he has control over is his weight. So being though you don't have no control over your height, you only got control over your weight. You're gonna have to cut down in your on eating your scooty pies and your cream pies and your honey buns and stuff like. You got to cut down on it.
He a young boy,
Uh,
so I get it, man. Shout out to
Yeah.
Puro and GP. And why T don't got a wrench? That's crazy. But
Who?
Hey,
he said that ninja stripped me of my wrench for calling him a CVO. You gonna get that man his tools back.
How Thomas Hill don't got no wrench?
That's crazy word. Nasty word.
This is a sick Negro.
But
it looked like to me that the young man what I'm looking at, because if he's not the only name that Floyd has right now. And everybody's talking about the new sensation. What his name? Joseph. What's his last name? Brown Johnson. What's the young boy name? The other young boy they got. Floyd got.
Oh,
I
you
think
talking
his
about
name is
the
Joseph.
other light skinned dude? The other light skinned dude that fight at, I think he fight at 47 or might be 54.
the boy with the braids.
Yeah.
I seen the boy. He looked like Tank a little bit.
No, not him. The
Not
other
him.
boy with like the kinky afro, kind of tall boy. Young boy's named Joseph. Not the boy that looked like Sean Porter. Not that carbon copy had Sean Porter, Ninja Turtle looking dude. I ain't talking about him. It's another boy. He like 4-0 that Floyd got. What's the I know his name Joseph
all
something.
three of them are light skinned, so I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, but either way,
This one boy. This boy, I'm talking about. He's tall. He's not short like Sean Porter and Carell. He's taller than
I
them.
think I know who you talking about.
I know
Crow.
what he's talking about. I just don't know the kid name, but I seen him around the block. You know what I mean?
I know his first name is Joseph. I can't get his last name together.
But yeah.
Well, as far as 25 goes, like I said, it's still a question mark. But after them couple fights is over, we gotta wait and see. You know what I mean? There's some stuff. I'm pretty sure there's some stuff that'll come together. You know what I mean? You still got Jerron Ennis out there. You got Brian Norman Jr. out there. You got some guys out there. I think that's gonna
Hey,
make some noise in 25, bro.
let
Shout
me
out
let me ask,
B3.
let me ask you a question.
Joseph Brown, that's his name. Yes.
Let
Good.
me
Shout
ask.
out. Appreciate you, B3.
Yeah. I saw a post and shout out to Jay Hardcore. He talked about it earlier on his show early this morning. There was a post that David Benavidez said he'll fight Usyk, but like 4 years from down the line. I don't know.
Okay? You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy. Okay?
How old is
I
Usyk?
don't know if David Benavidez was serious or if he was just joking around. But they did put it out there that he said he'll fight him, but it'd be like 4 years down the line. I'm like, hold up, Usyk is already like 38 years old. What do you mean? Or 37? Usyk like 37?
Is he?
Yeah, Usyk like 37 years
yeah.
old. I'm like, hold up, 4 years. That man gonna be like 40, 41.
Well, Bernard was whooping feet at 41, but I mean, Usyk, like I said earlier, they gonna have to, or us, or the boxing community gonna have to build somebody up for Usyk, because what is he gonna do in 25? I mean, the thing he gonna do is maybe rematch Dubois and become
That's
a
what we want to see.
three-time
The
under.
Oh,
rematch
my bad. Bentley said 5 or 6 years down the line.
See, that's
So
crazy.
Bentley saw the same post that I seen.
Yeah, I seen something like that. I don't want to see. I mean, David Benavidez is trolling. Like Usyk would beat him up. Like I don't want to see that. I don't know what Alexander Usyk gonna do in 25. He's the king of the world or the king of the heavyweights. You know, we got to call it what it is. He's the baddest man on the planet, and only thing he can do is wait and see who gonna win the Dubois, and maybe get the belts 3 times. I guess. Other than that, I like to see him fight Bacoli, but I don't think they want no smoke with Bacoli. That's my favorite heavyweight right now.
I don't know, Thomas Hill, how you feel about it?
My bad. I don't want to interrupt it. I wanted to get one of this. Feel about what?
The first quarter of 2025. Now that we're at the last week of 2024.
I think there's a potential for a lot of great fights, bro. I think that we are going to see so many more good fights too, because I think this will be the start of the year where your boy is back in the fold and running stuff from the beginning in the PBC, so they'll be making more fights. I know that there's promising like fights that are free on free TV, so that's a bonus as well too. And there are a whole lot of matchups that can be made, man, and especially in various divisions. So I'm looking forward to seeing fights in general, man. I just hope that these young bucks, all this talent that's going on in these different lower weight classes, bro, I think they need to start mixing it up too. So hopefully we get to see more of it.
Yeah, yeah. I wanna know what some of these lower weight classes, the superstars of the lower weight classes, what these guys are going to do, because right now I don't know what Monster Inoue is going to do. Is he going to fight MJ, or is he going to move up? And then you got Bam Rodriguez. I want to see what he's going to do, because
Hmm.
it's really nobody at 115 for Bam Rodriguez.
I
He
know.
needs to go ahead and move up.
I like Bam. I'm excited for Bam coming up. One of the brothers in the chat, I can't remember which one of them said he's possibly future pound for pound. He's really liked, and if he keeps winning, but he got to figure out what he gonna do, because like the homie Free said, there's not a lot of smoke out there at 115. I don't know what he gonna do, bro. But all I know is he go in there and he give out exciting fights, and that's what people gonna tap in when Bam come up. When Bam got a fight on the schedule, you best believe people gonna tap in.
And another thing for 2025, I know it's not gonna happen, but this is what I hope to happen, but I know it's not gonna happen. But I want these boxing fans. We all say we boxing fans. We all claim that we follow the sport, and we've been watching for however many years we've been watching. Well, if that is true, you got to start holding all these fighters to the same standard. You
Yeah,
can't change the standard because you like this guy or because this guy is more popular. You got to start holding everybody to the same standard, because that's the only way you can give a fair analysis of anybody, is by holding everybody to a standard. If you don't have a standard for nobody, you can't hold nobody accountable.
salute, Mike. Yeah, I agree with you, Free. But like you said, it ain't gonna happen because boxing two races. They too damn racist, so it's not gonna happen, unfortunately. But you're right, though. I wish they would hold everybody to the same standards, but it's not.
Good. That's the only
Shoot
way.
out, salute, Melon Queen.
Because if I say this guy duck that individual because of whatever the stipulations was, and then I see somebody else have the same situation, but I don't call that guy a duck. I don't have no standard. I don't have no standard. You gotta have a standard. That way you can keep an even playing field for everybody across the board.
It ain't gonna happen like Canelo. He can go and fight Berlanga, and no disrespect to Berlanga, and no disrespect to Mungia. But those are no fights that we didn't ask for. Those fights, as fight fans, we didn't ask for that. But he went and did it, and people turned up and showed out.
No,
They
I
were
mean,
hits.
my thing is you can still support the fight. If you want to see the fighter fight, you can still support it. I'm not saying stop supporting the fight. What I'm saying is call each situation evenly. Call
But
each
don't support
situation
that kind
evenly.
of garbage. That's my
But
thing. Don't
but
they gonna do
but
it?
see, this is my thing. When fans say that Canelo can do what he want to do, he absolutely can, as long as he drops the belts. If you're not holding up the weight class, you can do whatever you want to do. You can go fight whoever you want to fight.
He dropped
At
all his
this,
belts. He
yeah,
didn't
he
drop
still
all
got
his.
his belts. He still
Yeah, he
got three
still got
belts.
his belts.
Yeah.
So like the sanctioning bodies, they'll never do their job. They'll always be in somebody's pocket. So they all need to be investigated by the FBI. The judges, I don't want to see no more AI judges going forward. I don't care what none of y'all say. Tyson Fury ain't win just no 4 rounds. That was a close fight. Usyk did win, but nevertheless, I don't want to see that going forward in 25. I want to see more people get investigated, more judges and referees be investigated, and that's what I want to see. I want to clean up stuff in 25. I want to see some fights, but I want to do a lot of spring cleaning. You know what I mean? That's what I want to do. I
No,
want to get people out that don't belong, and I'm not talking about the fighters themselves. I'm talking about the leeches. That's what they need. They need to clean up the steroids. Your ass need to be in trouble. You need to be in trouble. You need to be so afraid of PEDs that it don't even be funny. That's what
And
I
I
want to see. Let's start
and I
cleaning
hear
up
what
stuff.
Billy's saying. Yeah, he can do whatever he want to do. Just don't hold up. If y'all want to say that these belts matter, then you can't have a fighter holding up the weight class because you can't tell me that David Benavidez didn't deserve a fight with Canelo Alvarez. You can't tell me that he didn't deserve a fight. He did
But
everything that
Jaime
Canelo
and Jaime and
Belinga.
Berlanga jumped the line. Berlanga had no business jumping the line like that. That was a complete cherry pick. And I rock with Belinga. I like Belinga. He pull up, you know what I mean? He's entertaining. He gonna talk. He gonna come to fight. He might get dropped. He get up. He movement. I like Belinga for real, for real. But he don't deserve to jump the line over David. You know what I'm saying?
And see that's the exact reason why I say I don't have a favorite fighter because I can say when somebody is avoiding somebody or ducking somebody because they're not my favorite fighter. I don't have one, so I can call it how I see it. But when you have a favorite fighter, you try to defend their actions because that's your favorite fighter. You
I
want to
still
defend
have
their actions.
I can have a favorite fighter, and I still to be like, no, I ain't like
No,
that, Mike.
some people can,
Like
but the
I didn't
vast
like
majority
Riddick.
can't.
I didn't
Some
like
people can.
Riddick. I didn't like Riddick not fighting, and Riddick is one of my favorite all time. I didn't like him not fighting Lennox. That still
Yeah,
bothers me to this day. But I do
some people
like
can.
Earl. Yeah, but Earl, I rock with Earl Wilder and Bud. You know, if you want to call it, I got like emotional attachment or however y'all say it, that's fine, whatever. I rock with them and Charlo, Jamel Charlo. Them the guys I rock with right now. And I got Dev and I got some of the young boys, Abdullah and Tank. I rock with Tank, but I know y'all don't like the way he move and sometimes y'all don't like the way he dress and sometimes he wear stuff that y'all don't like pocketbooks and stuff like that. But see, I don't care about none of that stuff. When he
Oh,
pull up, with his little ball chain dangly earrings, I mean, I don't, I really, it get on my nerves, but I just don't. I just want to see some fights. Everybody else worried about how his hair braided. Like I didn't heard people in the comment section talking about wondering what like men, like what's his hair gonna be like and stuff. I'm just like, these boxing fans, are y'all really boxing fans? Cause I didn't care how Mike Tyson or Riddick Bowe hair cut. I didn't care if Holyfield was bald or he had the patch. He still was rumbling. You know what I mean? So these new niggas is different and they just I don't know what to say, bro. And it is what it is, but I'm trying to adapt, but I do rock with them dudes like you said, like Free don't got no dogs in this race, but I act like I don't got no dogs in this race, but Terrence Crawford, um, Earl Spence, Jamel Charlo, and I got one more I can't think of right now. I rock with Tank. I rock with Tank, you know what I mean? But other than that, I feel what Free saying, man, because these niggas act like they move weird, man.
So
now this is another thing that I want to talk about. Um, I saw on Boxing Scene 24 that that Shakur said he's going to give the vintage Shakur against Kid Austin. And my thought, the first thing that came to my mind when I saw that was, I when I see it is when I believe it because I done heard you talk before and you didn't give us what you said you was going to do in multiple fights. So now at this point, when you say the same thing multiple times and it doesn't happen, at that point, that's when I'm like, okay, I don't want you to talk about it. Go out there and show me. Let me talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't need you sitting here telling me what you're going to do because you already told me what you were going to do multiple times and you didn't do it in neither one of those situations. So now I'm at the point where like, nah, don't tell me what you're going to do. Just go out there and show me what you're going to do and let me be the one to give you your praise.
I agree with you.
That's your business.
Don't
He
talk
said, how
about it.
y'all
Be
feel?
about it.
He said, how y'all feel about Tank? Y'all love him, made money off of him, rooting him at that time. But when we just wanted to see him in a 50-50 fight. The problem with that is there is no 50-50 fight for Tank Davis. There is no 50-50 fight for Tank Davis. I think the closest we're going to get to a 50-50 fight with Tank Davis is like 60-40. I don't think there's a 50-50 fight for Tank Davis at 35. He's not going to 140, so we can cancel Christmas on that one. He's not going to 140. He didn't already said it, and he doubled down on it in a recent press conference. He's not going to 140. So that one is out the window. Now we're just looking at 35. Who do y'all think is a 50-50 fight for Tank Davis? Realistically, who do y'all think is a 50-50 fight for Tank Davis?
Like Keith Sweat said, nobody, baby.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, 50-50, he would have to do something crazy to move up to welterweight. But other than that, at 40, I know people want to say T.O. and, Dev and all
No, we
that.
talking about
And
at 35.
oh, at
We just
35?
talking about
Come on,
35.
that ain't nothing
35,
even.
Yeah,
because
we got
Tank already said he's not going to
Keyshawn,
140. So
Okay, so
Keyshawn
there's
is a
nothing for him to
50-50
do. They'll
fight.
have to build somebody up. They'll have to bring somebody up from a lower weight class. Like, in a way, they have to do something crazy. And even then, that's not a 50-50 fight. Because I think he smokes him out real quick, too. But
But BBO, you saying Devin and T.O., they are out of the question because he said he's not going to 140. Unless those guys are coming back down to 35, I don't see him. I don't see him fighting those guys. He
well,
said
ain't
he's not
Keyshawn
going to
at
140.
35? Keyshawn's at 35, ain't he?
No, I'm talking about. He said BBO said Devin and T.O.,
Oh, them
but
two are
Devin and
no, they
T.O.
could.
is out of the question.
I don't think Keyshawn is a 50-50 fight with Tank either, but I give Keyshawn a damn good chance, though. He going to be big. He going to come in there big, and he going to come in there ready to fight.
Yeah,
But
I think it's a 60-40 fight, but I don't
I
think there
think it's
is
something
a
like that
50-50.
for you. Hit it. That's what you took
Yeah,
the word right. I think it was 60-40.
yeah, I don't think there is a 50-50
Man,
fight for Tank Davis. Tank
I
Davis
don't
is going
either,
to be
man.
favored. Tank Davis is going to be favored in any fight you put him in at 135 until he lose. He's going to be favored in any fight, and even when
Yeah,
he lose, he still probably be favored in the very next fight that he fight in. So
I
I
do
don't.
too. I do too, TD. Yeah, that's why I said I give him. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go no further than 60-40. But you're right. Keyshawn, he is rangy, like with the jab and all of that, and he would cause a bunch of problems for Tank. It's gonna be equivalent to. All right, if that fight happens, it'll be equivalent to Tank fighting a 140 pounder because Keyshawn gonna be tall and big like them 40 pounders, and like Free said, Tank not the biggest guy in the world, so I think that. Keyshawn will cause him all kind of fits
Keyshawn
until
ain't
it's over.
tall.
Until it's
Shout
over.
out, man!
Keyshawn
Shout out
ain't
to all
tall.
the shout out to all the Tank fans because the fact that you guys would agree with him saying he's not going to 140, it's a travesty.
He not. He don't
Shout out
like
to
it.
Tank, shout out to Tank because I heard Floyd Joy Mayweather Jr. say he didn't like 54, but he still went up there and fought Miguel Cotto. Still went up there and fought Oscar De La Hoya. I mean Canelo Alvarez. I mean you. It's not about what you like. It's
He
about putting
done.
on a great show for the fans. Hold on, let me finish. It's about putting on a great show for the fans. But I'll say this: do not ask Tank to do anything. This is Prince Hassim. We no longer going to call him a great or none of that. He's Prince Hassim. He's a great showman. I love his fights, great events. Like my man Illinois Ellaby said it is. We put on the biggest effing events. But the thing I'll tell you guys, man, we got one goal. When he got two more left, man. We trying to hit our goal, man. Support the channel. Like I said, the denomination doesn't matter. Just show your support for BBO Boxing, man, because we need everything we got that you guys can because we're trying to push this thing forward. Thank you guys again on 5,000 subscribers. A lot of people said we wouldn't do it because BBO is black. BBO like Spanish fighters. They said a lot of stuff wasn't gonna happen, but I want to thank everybody, man. We're doing some big things over here. But go ahead, Free.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to force anybody to a weight class that they said they don't feel comfortable with. If
Right.
that man went up, it's not like he went up there and he lost. He went up there and stopped the dude, and he said he didn't feel comfortable at that weight class.
Yo, give me
So
my.
he know his body better than I do. I'm not
Hmm.
gonna sit here and force nobody. It's like can't nobody force me to do a job that I don't want to do. If I
Right.
don't want to do it, I'm not
I
doing it.
ain't doing it. Even if you
So
was
I'm
going to
not.
pay me and I signed a contract saying I was going to show up, I'll show up on time. But if I get there and it's on some bullish, I'm like, man, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm about to call the hall. They all tripping. I'm about
I'm
to
not
call the
forcing
hall.
anybody. I'm not forcing anybody to a weight class that they say, you know what, I went to
He
that
don't,
weight class, I didn't feel comfortable. I could
he
see
don't like it,
if he
Free. He
if
don't like
I
it.
could Right.
You
I
know
can see
something.
no, but the thing is, I can see if he never went to that weight class, but he went up there. He went up there. He said, you know what? I didn't like it. I didn't like the way my body was. I was too slow.
Shout
I
out
was
to my
too
man Mike
sluggish.
Gardner on the
I
five
don't like my
piece,
I didn't
extra
like how my
crispy.
body. I ain't like how my body felt when I was at 140.
Go
So
ahead,
I'm
BBO.
not
Read
campaigning
the
at 140.
Oh, okay.
hold on,
Hold on.
read the super
Let me
chat.
shout this out.
The cash app.
Shout out to my man Mike Garner on the five piece extra crispy. Shout out to my man CD on another five piece. I tell you guys this, man. I love Free. Free's my older brother and I love him. But just some of the stuff he says, some of the excuses he makes for fighters that he likes, it just is what it
No,
is, man. Because I'm gonna tell you guys this, and this is not about Free. This is just what goes on in boxing. It's a popularity contest. I learned this from my OG Juicy J, aka Crush the Legend. These guys don't look objectively when it comes to these fighters. It's always about what they like. Because Tank Davis just says, "Hey, I don't like this, I don't like that." Well, welcome to life. Guess what? I don't like getting up at 4 o'clock every morning, going to work. I know a lot of us don't like to have to get up in the morning, go to work, put gas in our car, get our kids ready for school. But that's a part of it. The fact is this: we so detached from reality that we got grown men telling you, "Oh, I don't like it, I don't want it." We're
All right,
gonna
but
pay you
here's
handsomely. We're
but
gonna pay you.
BBO.
We're gonna
The
pay you a
difference
king's
is the
ransom.
difference.
Oh, let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. I'm black. We black. We better than that.
you
Let me
delirious,
finish. Let me
BBO. You
finish. Let me
delirious.
finish. Let me finish.
That's crazy, BBO.
I think the thing that's so crazy is as people, we do a lot of things we don't want to do. But I'm telling you, don't
TD.
ask me for a
I saw
king's
that comment,
ransom.
TD.
Don't ask me for a king's ransom if you're not gonna do the work. That's all I'm
BBO, we don't go
saying.
to get up and pump gas. He go to work and get punched on. It's a
Listen,
No,
difference.
no,
go ahead.
BBO. We're not talking about things that you are supposed to do. We're talking about things that you want to do or you don't want to do. Things that you supposed to do. You supposed to raise your kids. You was the one that laid down and had them. You supposed to raise them. You supposed to do that. But you fight. If I'm working at a job, I don't have to go out there and be a manager. I choose to go be a manager. I don't have to. I can stay an employee my entire career. That's not something that I have to do. So you can't tell me what I have to do in my job. You
And you
can't
don't
tell
get
me I
punched
need to
on
do
at your
this or this.
job either, BBO. Ain't nobody gonna go there and
Right,
swing on you at your job.
Shout
right.
out to my
No,
man
Yeah,
TD
you right.
Production
You right,
said.
Mike. He
Oh, let
is
me
for
say this. Let me
me.
say this real quick. Shout out to TD saying, "Tell Crush to stop capping." He gave a five piece to tell Crush to stop capping. Shout out to you,
Crush
man.
didn't even say nothing.
I about to say, Chris didn't
I
say
don't know.
nothing.
I don't know what he said. I'm just reading. I'm just
Crush
reading
didn't even
cash
say
app.
nothing.
He might have
I'm
directed
just
Hey,
it to
reading
me.
hey,
cash app.
hey, man. Wait, real quick. I don't know what you talk about, but you want me to twist your cap? Come on, get it done. I need one more body before 24 is done, goddamn.
He
I
might
got like 30
have
bodies
put that
this year.
sword.
Make it 31, son. Make it 31, son. That's my man. He
so,
messing with me. He always sticking with me. He trolling me.
Yeah, and
so
the cool and you know the cool thing about it, and you know the cool thing about it, and that's why I love Free. You see how when it comes to Tank fans, they always add another layer of protection. What's that
no,
song that my man? Let me finish. I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you. You're my brother.
you
Listen,
did interrupt me
this
because
is
I was
the
about to finish. You
hold on.
did
Listen,
interrupt me.
hold on 1 second.
You
Hold
did.
on 1 second. Free, I love you, man. Hold on, I love you. 1 second. This is the thing you gotta remember. There was a song, there was an old gospel song, man. Be a fence around me. I tell you what, man, all these Fred Hammond niggas that's protecting Tank, man. I want you guys to take a walk, man. Stop putting the fence around Tank. Let him outside. Let the boy play. He's not gonna get hurt. Let him out there with the niggas. He can get it. He can come out here and get it. Let him out
I'm gonna
here.
give you. I'm gonna give you a perfect
Yo,
example. I'm gonna give you a perfect example of how Tank is looking at the situation, and I'm gonna put it in my life. In my life, I worked as a technician. I worked as a technician for 10 years, and one of the jobs that I had to do was to climb up the ladder to get to a power line. I'm scared of heights, so they was like, "Hey, we're gonna pay you $45 an hour to do this job." So I went up there and did it. After I did that job, I got paid. I said I would never do it again, and I've never done it again because I'm afraid of heights. Tank Davis is afraid of what his body felt like at 140. He said he's not going there. He's not doing it again. He did it. He did it already. He completed the task, and he said, "You know what? I'm not doing it again." It's the same situation.
Hey,
Same
Free, can I ask you a
situation.
question? Didn't we see that in that Rocky movie? This and that, and you know what? And you know
No,
what? God bless.
you talking
Hold
about
on. God
movies.
bless Free. because Free just brought up something I didn't think about it. Tank just told you, I'm afraid. Ain't that what Rocky
Man,
said?
fuck
I'm
out of
afraid.
here.
What you want me to say?
Fuck
I'm
out of
afraid.
here.
And I get
He
it.
said,
When we talk about real boss cats like Devin American Dream Haney, Teofimo Lopez,
Oh, don't even
Cerberell
bring that up,
Matias.
dog.
I
Don't do
get it.
that. Oh my
let
gosh.
me ask you a question, BBO. Let me ask you a question. If Devin Haney didn't grow out of 135, you think he would have ever moved out of 135?
I don't know. I really don't know. I'll be totally honest. I don't know.
You know,
Yeah, now he
you
want
know,
to be
you
That
know.
man fought at 135 for 8 years. He fought at 135 for 8 years. And you said you don't know if he wouldn't have outgrew it.
I'm going off what you
starting to be
said. You made a
political
good
right
point,
now.
Free. I'm going off what you said. What you said was beautiful, and that's why I love you. You said, "Hey, he's like the Rocky movie.
I
I'm
wanted to
afraid. I'm afraid." What you want to tell
I
him?
didn't
Hey,
say he
free,
like no
Hey,
Rocky
free.
and
movie.
you know what? It's just like you know what? Tank
You didn't hear
fans,
nothing about a movie out of my mouth at that one time. I
Tank
said nothing
fans
about a
remind me
movie.
of what Adrian said. What Adrian tell Rocky?
You
You
can't win.
can't win. You can't win. Shout out
No.
to
Well,
all the Adrians that
Oh,
protect Tank Davis.
the
Shout out to those
the
guys.
the difference
hey, look, hey
between
man,
those guys,
what
the
about
difference
all
between
of
those
us that
guys is
protect Devin Haney?
Yeah.
Go ahead, D free, my bad.
Talk about it.
Tank
That's a
No.
Davis.
fact.
Hey,
That's a
Tank
trust,
fact,
Davis
trust,
Michael
trust.
Garner. He
did
did.
win.
That was a catch weight.
Tank
Hey,
Davis
trust. Hey,
did
trust.
win.
Talk about
That's
it.
the difference. But like I said,
Man, let me
I,
let me
I know one thing.
whenever
Hey, Crush,
Y'all
talk
keep
about it.
talking all this nonsense. Y'all keep talking all this nonsense, but y'all ain't bringing up when it was time for Devin Haney to finally fight black fighters. You know, on his level at 35, he got the hell up out of there.
Facts.
Y'all don't bring that up. Y'all got the biggest protection. Y'all gonna talk about protection? Y'all been babying this dude ever
no, he
since he
don't.
got his ass whipped by
Belly.
Ryan Garcia. I don't give a damn about none of that past stuff. I don't want to hear that. Stop crying. Crying me a
No, he don't.
wizard ass fans. Y'all on some
Bentley.
Justin Timberlake shit. That's all y'all doing, protecting him. That's why he's called Charm. Y'all gonna talk about protection. Y'all got the biggest protection agency I've seen going on in my goddamn life in the years of watching boxing. Y'all gonna talk about somebody protecting the damn fighter. Y'all won't even let the boy let him grow up. Goddamn, he tried to grow pubic hairs, y'all shave him off. The hell y'all talk about some damn protection. Don't bring this soft ass, cream puff ass dude the hell up. Get up on
Yeah.
out of here.
Hey, Bentley,
He
nah.
would be acting like he a
Devin don't
broad that
have a
got
belt
smacked up
at
by a pit
140.
because
That's
her
it.
money was short. Oh, getting the goddamn birthday cake, a Mary Kate after getting his ass beat instead of just saying, man, I'm gonna take it on the chin and all that. That's protection, buddy. What are
Sure.
you talking about?
Can I ask you a question,
You need
Crush?
to be redefining that. No, man, because you came on here with this nonsense since you've been on here. Don't ask me nothing right now. You've been acting a fool
I'm,
the whole time. You've been doing the
I'm gonna tell.
damn live. It's about time that you behave yourself, Lord, bro. God damn, you've been rambunctious
I'm
every
gonna tell
time
you
you've been up
something.
there. I'm blowing the whistle right now. I'm gonna use
I'm gonna tell
my
BBO
man Dub
something.
Whiteside. You out of it, my man. You know you got to relax a little bit. You've been out of
I'm gonna
pocket since you've been on there.
I'm gonna say something that nobody else is gonna say. I'm gonna say something that nobody else is gonna say. Shakur nor Devin wanted that fight because if Shakur wanted that fight, he would have took the 25%. If Devin wanted that fight, he would have offered Shakur more than 25%. Neither one of them wanted that fight. Neither one of them. Neither one of them wanted it.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, I thought the business. I
Let me
thought the
say this
business.
real quick. Let me say this real quick.
Shout
Shout
out
out to
Zach
my
B.
man. Shout out my man GP, man. GP been in the barbershop all day. What you got for us, GP? What you got for us, man?
That's
No,
crazy
hey, yo.
work.
No, they saying it all, yo. They saying it all, BBO. You just gotta listen, bro.
Hey,
We
you
know.
know, when Free said that, I forgot all about when Rocky said that. That reminded me so much of Tank. I'm afraid, all right? I'm afraid.
Nah.
I said I
Don't
was
twist my
scared.
shit
I
up.
was scared of heights. I'm scared
No.
of heights. I didn't say nothing about Tank Davis scared of
Hold
anything.
up,
I
AD.
said I'm scared of heights.
Hey, Free. No, don't let them twist my words up.
No, that's what I said. I said I'm scared of heights. I didn't say nothing about Tank Davis being scared of anything. I said Tank Davis said he didn't like how his body felt at 140. He felt slow. He felt sluggish. He didn't like how he felt.
Fact.
So I'm not going to force that man to a weight class that he's already been at and he said he didn't like the way he felt at that weight class. That man went up there and he put himself through that fight. And he said, you know what? I won. I knocked him out. I became champion. I didn't like the way I felt. I'm not campaigning at 140. That's why he dropped the belt. That was the reason why he dropped the belt. Said, I'm not campaigning at 140. He also dropped the belt at 130. Said, I'm not campaigning at 130. I'm going to stay at 135. He could have kept the belt at 130 and said, you know what? I'm not campaigning at 35 or 40. I'm going to fight down here in a smaller weight class. He dropped that belt and he dropped the bigger weight belt because he felt more comfortable at 35.
I tell you this, man.
Just
and
because
this is
y'all
the cool
big
thing.
dudes, just because y'all big dudes want to be wearing them tight ass jeans and being uncomfortable, y'all want somebody else to be uncomfortable just like y'all. Y'all out of pocket. Y'all taking it just like that. I'll be sitting back in the cut that's analyzing everything, man. Just because y'all wearing them tight ass pants, being uncomfortable because you're trying to fit in, that's what you want somebody else to do to fit in to satisfy you. Well, I hope you turn your heads wearing them tight ass goddamn nut huggers. That's what's wrong with y'all now.
I'll ask you this though, Crush. Now, when you was wearing your Jordan ass jeans back in the day, I get it. That was the style.
I never wore Jordan ass jeans, bro.
But this what I'll say. Oh, my
Jordan
bad, Lee
ass for the
jeans. My bad.
females, my brother.
Lee jeans. My bad, Lee jeans. My bad, Lee jeans. I'm more of a
There you go.
Levi guy.
That's a little more like.
But I'll say this.
I was a Levi guy too. I was wearing all that, bro.
This is a sad thing about it, man. Devin Haney gets all this slack, all this and that, right? But it's only because he's a brother. That's all it is.
Ain't because
That's
he's a
all
brother,
it is.
because he's soft. That's because
No.
he's soft. That's what it is. He's soft, man. He's softer than your stomach right now. He's soft, man.
I don't say anything about Devin Haney. I don't bring Devin Haney up. You bring Devin Haney up. I was talking about who do we see a 50-50 fight for Tank Davis at 135? You brought
nobody.
Up Devin and
you know that. You know it's nobody. Nobody.
That's what I said because somebody said they want to see Tank Davis in a 50-50 fight. And I said, to be honest, there is no 50-50 fight at 135. In my opinion, there's a 60-40 fight for him, but there's nobody that I see is a 50-50 fight for Tank Davis at 135. But the whole thing is,
like this.
The whole thing is, I don't even think Devin or Tio is a 50-50
right.
fight.
And I'm a big Devin. You know how I'm a big Devin supporter. And I don't think it's a 50-50. I still give it
50-50 fight.
I still give it 60-40 Tank. I think if the closest to get at 35, anybody, whether you want to push your core or Tank, or Devin there, those are 60-40 fights to me personally. But I still want to see them though. I don't give a damn if they 60-40. I still want to see them.
This is the problem that I have. We tell these guys when they're too big for a weight class, they need to move up because they'll be more comfortable at a bigger weight class instead of cutting all this weight. Where Tank Davis is fighting at a weight class that he's more comfortable at. Now we saying he needs to move up because he's too comfortable at 135. He's too comfortable at 135, so we need him to move up. But you know, I'm gonna be honest, bigger to move up so they can be comfortable.
You know, the hard thing is, shout out to Rick the Ruler, man. He told us this back in the day, man. It's a teenage love. Don't hurt me again. Every time I see Tank, he goes out of his way to hurt us boxing fans, man. He hurts us every time. He lies. He tells us he's gonna give us a tough fight. I'm gonna call somebody out, and then he call out the janitor. So shout out to Tank.
He didn't call out anybody.
No, he called out the janitor. He said, I want the janitor.
That's crazy work.
He didn't call out anybody. He said after the Lamont Roach fight, I'm gonna call somebody out. So I don't know what you're talking about. He didn't call out anybody. When they
he was calling people up. He was calling people up. You right, DC. He didn't call nobody out. Call people up. Right about that.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you guys this.
Hold on. Let me finish saying what I'm saying. When they asked Tank Davis, how did the Lamont Roach fight happen? He said, to be honest with you, I don't even know how it happened. So you could tell that Tank ain't had nothing to do with the Lamont Roach fight happening because he don't even know how it happened. He don't even know how it happened.
GP, let me ask you a question, man. You there, GP? I don't know if my man GP can hear me, but we all have dated a woman who was pretty, that we liked. We thought she was cool. but she didn't like us. Tank is that woman that you like, and he don't like you back as a fan. He's not gonna ever give you the fights you want. He's not like Oscar. He's not like Floyd. Please put him in to being one of the greatest entertainers in boxing history. He's one of those guys who can come to town, you eat some popcorn, take your kids, have a great time, but you're not gonna get a tough fight.
I mean,
You're not gonna get
it. Did you say he's not like Floyd and he's not like Oscar?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe you was too young to know, but when Oscar and Floyd was fighting,
That's the problem right there.
They wasn't giving the fans the fight that they wanted at the time that they wanted those fights.
Nope, that fight took a minute.
By the time they was 29, they was doing it. I'm just
no, they
real.
wasn't.
By 29,
no, they wasn't.
That's bull crap. That's bull crap. By 29, they both have been multi-division champions.
Listen what I'm saying, BBO. You got to hear before you can.
What are you saying?
You got to hear.
Go ahead.
I said they were not giving the fans the fight that they wanted at the time that they wanted. I didn't say they didn't fight fights that we like to see, and we appreciate those fights now. I said back then when they were fighting, at the time that we wanted to see them fight certain individuals, they didn't fight them. They fought them when they felt ready to fight them, or when the opportunity came up and it was in their favor to fight them. That's when they fought them. They didn't fight them when we wanted them to fight them.
Let me ask you this, Free. Do you remember? Well, that's a good point. My mistake. That's a good point. Let me ask you this, Free. Do you remember that Oscar was the youngest 4-division champion in boxing history to a guy named Adrian Broner took over? So, I mean, Oscar has always fought the best. Floyd always tried. I remember Floyd was calling out Oscar 2 inches above him.
Yeah.
Called out Shane Mosley. He called. Go ahead.
He didn't get the fight neither until it was cool for Oscar to get the fight, or it was feasible for Floyd to get the fight because Bob Earl wouldn't make the fight, so Floyd had to get out of that contract to make the fight. So yeah, he called him out, but we still didn't get that fight. He also called out Winky Wright. We never got that fight. So we never got the Paul Williams fight that the fans wanted to see. That fight was never presented, but we didn't get that fight. Floyd was the A side. He could have made it happen. We never got it. So that's what I'm saying. These guys didn't give us all the fights that we wanted when we wanted them. So you can't say, oh, Tank ain't being like Floyd. He not being like Oscar. He absolutely is being like Floyd or Oscar because they wasn't giving us all the fights when we wanted them.
You know, and you know what? I'll say this.
Scholar, crazy.
Go ahead. I'll say this, man. Shout out to Free. This what I'll say. Shout out to Free because you are making a good point to an extent. All I'm saying, Free, is this: we want to see the best fight the best, and there's nothing wrong with us asking for that because these guys want a lot of money. It's about $100, man. $100, man. That's a nice little evening. You know what I mean? So you want me to take my nice little evening?
Zach B.
Hey,
know what I mean?
Hey, that's another good point, Zach.
Let me ask you a question, BBO.
Go ahead, Crush. Go ahead.
So since Lil Red hasn't fought the best, who the best? Who's the best that Devin Haney fought?
I would say Lomachenko.
What best did he fight?
Lomachenko.
Lomachenko wasn't the best at the time. Lomachenko wasn't the best at the time.
You said who's the best fighter he fought, or what's your question?
He said the best. He said the best. Lomachenko wasn't the best.
Not the best fighter. Not the best fighter that he fought. Who was the best that he fought? Who was the absolute best that Devin Haney fought? Devin Haney never fought the absolute best. He fought guys.
Well, hold on now. Last time I heard, they said Lomachenko was like Muhammad Ali or some crazy stuff.
That was
and they had him, and ESPN had him at pound for pound. I don't care. We gonna hold everybody the same standard. When Tank Davis went chasing Lomachenko and he ducked, everybody wanted that damn fight. When Devin whooped him, I don't want to hear that. So
no. We're not saying we didn't want the fight. We're saying who was the best that Devin fought. Because BBO saying Tank has never fought the best. And we said, and Crush asked him, who was the best that Devin fought?
I mean, I think that question is just all over the place. And if you want to say who fought, who's the? If
Now,
you're asking the question, who fought the
look,
better competition?
no. That's not what he asked. That's not what he asked.
Well, then I'm
Who was
confused.
the best of the division? Who was the best of the division? He said
I'm
Devin. He
not
said
capping
Tank
for
Davis.
yes.
He said Tank Davis has never fought the best in any division that he's ever fought in. He's never fought the best. So who was the best that Devin fought? Because Loma
Well,
didn't
Devin
have
was
the
the
belt.
best. Wasn't Devin the
Loma
best at that point? Because he was
no.
undisputed. When he fought Lomachenko, he was
Loma was
undisputed, so
not
he
the
was the
best
best.
when Devin fought him. Loma was
No,
not the best
I'm
when
saying at
Devin
that point,
Haney
Devin
fought
was the
him.
guy. Devin was the guy at 135. He had all the belts. You know, I'll put it like this.
Okay, so that answered my question. So he never fought the best in the division. So what the hell you talking about?
He was the best.
That answers my.
He
That
was.
proved my
He
point.
cleared that.
So
That
That
don't
proved my
answer
point.
nothing, but it's true.
based off what
I
you
kind of like.
saying,
I'm
BBO.
not capping for Dev,
Based off what you saying,
Tommy.
BBO, you think that Kambosos was the best. Based off what you said, because that's how Devin got all the belts. He beat Kambosos.
Who beat Tio? Who was the best?
No, he beat Kambosos. Devin never beat
Kambosos
Tio.
beat Tio, who was the best.
That no, it's not a triangle theory. You think
That makes no
Kambosos is
sense. If you beat
He
the
fought
guy,
the
you
man
are
with
the
the
listen
man.
what I'm
belts.
saying. Listen what
You
I'm
beat
saying.
the man to beat the man. That's not what you
Listen
said.
I'm saying.
Hold on. A triangle
Listen,
theory is where you try to compare two different fighters that fought the same guy.
dog,
What I'm
you're
saying,
not
hold on, let me
because
finish.
if
Let me finish. This is
you
what I'm
let me
saying.
finish. You
Hold
let
on,
me
let me
finish. You
finish.
understand the question.
Let me finish what I'm saying. You said a
If you let
triangle
me
theory,
finish,
right? Let me finish. So this is
I'm
what I'm
not
saying.
saying that.
You
No,
just
I'm
said a
not saying
triangle
that.
theory. I'm
You're
holding you to
not
what you
letting me
said.
finish my question. You're
Yeah,
not letting me
Scholar.
finish my
That's a good
question.
point, Scholar.
You
How do
can't
you
hear what I'm
become
saying
undisputed
before you
not
can
fighting the
answer.
best? That's crazy.
What I'm saying is, based off what you're
Kambosos was
saying,
not the goddamn best, man.
Kambosos
God damn.
had all of the belts,
Well,
but
he had
he
all
was
the
not
belts.
considered the best
That
in
he
the
wasn't the
division. Is
best.
what I'm
Who did he
saying.
beat? What competition did he beat?
He
He
beat
beat
Stop
Tio. He
this
beat
Lopez.
one the
Lomachenko.
bullshit.
He
Never
got
fought
Tio
none of
got
the
a
best
bet.
in the got.
Who's the
No,
bet? Who is
And
on
and
Tank's
what Kambosos
resume
had done after that?
better than
Kambosos wasn't running through the
I'm about to
goddamn
shake up the
division, bro.
pot. I'm about to shake up the pot. Who on
You
Tank's
ain't about to shake up
resume?
no pot. You about to
Who
spoil
is
on
it?
yourself.
Hold on, let me ask you the question. So in grind, and you can cook me if you want to cook me, cook me. But who on Tank's record is better than? I'm not gonna do that. I'm trolling. I'm
oh,
trolling.
because I can name a lot
Hold
of
on.
people that's better than Kambosos. I can name a
Hold
lot of
on.
people better than
Let me
Kambosos.
say this real quick. Let me
The
say this
fuck
because
is
I want us to be
Kambosos?
fair. This is what I'm saying. I get
The
crushed
fuck
on
is
respect that a guy
I don't
Kambosos?
has
care.
belt.
I don't care.
Hold
But
on, let me say
Scholar,
this real quick.
I'll rock
Hold
with
on,
that comment.
Prize.
Who
Hold on,
the
Prize.
fuck is
I understand
Kambosos?
crush don't
Like he
respect
was
belts.
running through
But if
shit.
you beat the man, you are the man. Because people don't know this. Guess what?
Right.
He
No,
ain't
Guess
the
what? When
man.
Shannon
He
Briggs, hold on,
never
let me
was
Well,
the
finish.
Tio
man.
was the
Let
man
me finish. Let me
the
finish.
division.
When
All right, go
Shannon
ahead,
Briggs
Tio.
beat, hold on, listen. When Shannon Briggs beat George Foreman, he was the lineal champion and the WBC champion. It
yes,
doesn't
but
matter.
he
If you beat the
I
man, you are
don't
the
give
man
a damn
immediately.
about none of that shit.
listen,
You trying to make
BBO,
somebody
Hold
be
on,
better
hold
than
on.
what they was off for goddamn
BBO,
Hey,
accomplishments, bro. What
BBO,
are you
BBO.
like
talking
when Mike
about?
Tyson got knocked out by Buster Douglas was the man. They made a damn video game on him. He came out there and
No,
got cooked by Holyfield. Holyfield was the
listen.
man.
Listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. I
They don't like
understand
that,
about the.
BBO.
I
I'm with you on
understand.
that. They don't like
Listen.
that.
What you
Hold
mean
up.
Holyfield
Let
been
me
the man?
finish
What are
saying what
y'all
I'm
talking
saying.
about?
No, let me
You don't
finish
like the
saying what I'm
truth.
saying.
It's the
Let me
same
finish saying what
scenario
I'm
though,
saying.
Crush.
Let me
Holyfield
finish
knocked.
No,
saying
it's
what I'm
Mike
not,
got
saying.
knocked
man.
out by Buster Douglas.
Be
Buster Douglas
quiet.
became an overnight
Pride.
sensation star.
Pride.
After that, he
Pride.
got knocked out by
Pride.
Holyfield, and Holyfield the man. He beat the man who
Pride.
beat the man who beat the man.
Pride. You already said that. Let me finish saying what I'm saying. Just because you have the linear belt does not mean you are the best of the weight class. You
Okay,
can
now I
have
agree
the
with that.
because
I agree with
when
that.
Thank
Shannon
you. Damn.
listen what I'm saying. When
I am.
Shannon
I agree
Briggs
with that.
listen what I'm saying. When Shannon Briggs had the linear title, he was not considered the best at heavyweight. He had the linear title, yes, but he was not considered the
Well,
best
how
at
can you be the
heavyweight.
lineal champion and not be the best? That's
Dog,
crazy.
just
That sounds
dog, you can
crazy.
dog, you the linear champion is put up whenever they decide they want to put the linear championship up. Daggone Gary Russell was never the linear
Scholar
champion, and
crazy.
he had his belt for 6 years. He was never the linear champion.
At what? Who
They
was
put
at the
it up
time?
whenever they want to put it up.
Who was the
That's what I'm
man at the
saying.
time?
That's why
Lomachenko.
that's why I keep telling y'all these belts don't make no difference to me. These belts don't make a difference. They put them up when they want to put them up. They put them on the line when they want to put them on the line. But because you have the linear title does not mean you was the best. You telling me Shannon Briggs was better than Lennox Lewis at the belt when he had the linear belt?
TD. Yeah, these
Was he better
comments
than
is
Lennox Lewis when he had the
booming, bro.
linear belt?
I shout out to everybody in the comment section, and make sure y'all smash the like button, hit the cash app, and check
I
out RayTimesGlobal.com. The
So
chat booming though.
so
I'll
was
say this
you
real
telling
quick
What
me
makes
because
you the
Shannon
best?
you
A
make it. Hold on, let me
goddamn,
say
a
this because I want
goddamn,
to
a
address
belt
what
Lennox
or
Free
your
Lewis
is
when he had
saying.
the
skill
linear
set?
belt?
Oh,
He
let
was
me
better than
address what
Lennox
Free is
Lewis.
saying. Let me address what Free is saying. All I get what you're saying, Free. So what you basically saying is this:
TD.
you as a commentator don't care for the belts, but
No, I don't.
the whole listen, but the whole boxing community, everybody who is involved in boxing cares about the belts. They don't say Tank is a two-time three division champion because the belts don't matter. They say that because that is a marketing tool to the masses. The masses care. So it doesn't matter what you care or what I care about. It's about what the masses say. The masses say whoever has these certain belts is the best. That's how you keep up
So
with it. Hold on. This is how you keep up with it for a novice standpoint. Because guess what? I don't care about the hardcores. I want to get new people into boxing because we can't worry about the people who've been watching forever. Who
I
cares?
understand
Hold
all
on,
that.
let me finish. I'm not
I
done.
understand
I'm
all that.
not done. Listen
I
what I'm
don't care
saying.
nothing about none of that.
Listen,
I don't care nothing
listen. It
about
don't
none of
matter
that.
what you
We're
care
talking
about.
about
This is
who's
what
the
I'm gonna say.
best.
Let me finish. Let me
We're
finish.
talking
Let
about
me
who's the
finish.
best. You
This
go
is
to
the
a
thing we
whole nother
saying. When
rant
you want to
BBO,
listen,
that
this is why.
I
Let me
can
finish.
you imagine if
Oh,
Tank Davis did what Devin Haney did? How they would be going crazy if had
they would
Tank
be
had
on
been
their
undisputed.
knees. They would be on his knees calling Jesus
No, we
if he
wouldn't.
did
It'd be
that.
the same
They would be
criticism.
on
It'd be
their
the
knees
same
If he
calling
took
him
the
criticism.
same
Jesus if
It'd
he
power
be
did
Reigns
the
that.
had
same
and fought
criticism.
Cambosis and got undisputed,
It'd
they
be
would
the
have
They
been
same
would call him
jumping
criticism.
off
Jesus, bro.
they would have been
Campos ain't
jumping off
never
the
been no better
moon.
skill fighter in
Man,
that
they would
damn weight
be
class. The
they
hell
would
y'all
be they
talking
would they would
about?
be
It's
calling
BBO,
about
Tank Davis
skill.
Black
BBO,
Jesus if he
you've been
did
on
that.
YouTube. You've been on
Nigga,
Don't
we
YouTube.
call
nobody
him the
would not
Black
be called. I don't
Messiah,
call
dog.
nobody
BBO,
G.
Hold on one
BBO,
second. Hold on. What you got to say,
BBO,
negative free? Go ahead.
BBO. You
No,
already know.
Matthew
You've been
Hughes
on.
and Rick Fed, they both beat Cambosis. Are they beating the best?
Hold on. What you got to say, negative free? Go ahead. I'm ready.
I said you've been on YouTube with me over a year now. You know
Right.
damn well I don't think like everybody else. So because he would have did that,
And
that
nor
don't
do
move
I.
me because he beat Cambosa. That don't move me. Cambosa don't. So what you telling me that Shannon Briggs was considered the best heavyweight because he had the linear title. That's what you telling me.
At that moment, he was. I'm trying to say this. You
No.
let me finish my other point. What I'm saying is this, because you, my brother, free. This is the thing. It's not about us. It's about the fans. The reason they have belts and
It ain't
accomplishments
about the
is so
fans.
that hold on, Crush. It's so novice can keep up with it,
They
so they
keep
can know
cutting
what's going
BBO
on.
off.
So if I'm a novice, I'm gonna say the guy with the belt is the champion. Okay, so he's the champion. He's the best. So guess what? He had all the belts. He had the
So
lineal
what you
belt.
so
Hold on. And Tank Davis didn't have any of the belts, but he had a regular belt, right?
okay,
So
let me
I would think the guy, if I'm a novice watching the game, I'm going to think the guy with all four belts in the lineal belt is the true number one guy. If you want to be
okay.
on some hardcore push it another way, I'm telling you how the novice fans see it because they matter more than anybody. The
Okay,
novice fans matter
I'm
more than
glad you
anybody.
said that. I'm glad you said
Go
that
ahead.
because when T.O. won the linear title from Josh
Mm-hmm.
Taylor, guess who was considered number one in the weight class? I'm glad you said that. Guess who was
Who?
considered number one in the weight class? It was Regis
Matias?
Prograis. Regis
Okay.
Prograis, who
Okay.
lost to Josh Taylor, who got beat by T.O. But T.O. had the linear title, but Regis Prograis was the number one fighter at 140.
What I'm saying is you said that because you know the game. I'm talking about what would the
I'm saying
novice
that
say?
because I keep telling y'all that linear title does not matter who's the best. Yes, you beat the man that had the belt or whatever, but that linear title doesn't consider you the best. It just it's a designation that they give out. It doesn't consider you the best. So if Tank Davis would have fought Devin Haney, would have fought Lomachenko, would have fought T.O. and fought Shakur, and never fought Cambosis, you would have said Tank Davis haven't fought the best at 135? No, you wouldn't have.
I'm gonna say
Because
this, free.
nobody looked at Cambosis as the best.
if I put like this, if Tank would have won the belt and would have been undisputed, I
Really
I didn't ask you if
guarantee
Tank
you,
won the belt. I said if
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 Tank
he
he would
Davis
have took
would have
that
fought
no
same
listen,
Tito,
path that
would have
Devin
fought
did,
Devin, would
BVO,
have fought
they
they
would
would
have been
call
Tio
him
on
they
the
would call him
knees.
and
Jesus.
Shakur,
Yes, I don't
They
care
would
what
call him
nobody say.
Jesus.
All they would say is Tank is undisputed. I don't care. Cambosis beat the man he was supposed to beat. That ain't Tank's fault. They would be going crazy. So, like D Free said, going in 25, let's keep it the same energy for everybody. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
no,
I've never
what?
said that Devin can beat. Hold on. I never said that Devin can beat Tank. I never said that. I still want to see the fight, but let's hold everybody to the same thing. If Tank would have took the same exact road as Devin did, as Lomachenko lost to Kambosos, and then Kambosos came in there and lost undisputed to Devin for undisputed and lost. If Tank would have did that same exact thing, and then turned around and defended it and beat Lomachenko, do you know what they would be saying about Tank Davis? Let's be honest. And I rock with all of them.
We don't know that. And we don't
Oh,
know if
come
Tank would have
on,
took a
Crush.
slave deal and gave up his
I'm
A
going on
Hey,
side.
mute.
We don't know if he
I,
would have gave up his A side. What you got, a crystal ball, my man? You don't know if he would have gave up his A side. Plenty of dudes wouldn't
all,
have did what Devin did, giving up their fucking A side,
all I'm
dude. Are
saying
you
is,
serious?
all I'm saying is, if Tank Davis would have fought Devin and beat Devin, he would have fought Tio and beat Tio. He would have fought Loma and beat Loma, and fought Shakur and beat Shakur. Tank Davis will be the number one fighter at 135, like he is right now. The number one fighter at 135, without having a linear title, without fighting Kambosos. He would still be considered. The Kambosos could have had all those belts. Tank Davis would still be considered the number one fighter at 135.
You know the cool thing about it, Free? That's why I love you, man. You trying to win an argument with no facts. So salute.
No, I just gave you facts. When Tio won the linear title, Regis Prograis was the number one fighter at 140. I gave you the facts. Regis Prograis was the
I
number
know
one
one thing
fighter.
I learned:
That's why.
skills don't
That's
matter.
why. That's why Bill Haney said, "Yeah, we're going to 140, taking on the number one guy at 140," because Regis Prograis was rated as the number one guy at 140 when Tio had the linear title that he had just beat Josh Taylor for.
Well, I don't care what none of them said. At the time when Josh did that, when T.O. did that, I came on this show and said that T.O.'s the number one 140 pounder by dethroning Josh. Even though they stripped Josh, I still felt like Josh was the man. And that's just how it go, bro. It is what it is. But like I said, I'll say it till I'm blue in my face. If Tank Davis would have took the
But
same path as Devin Haney, and you could scream like, "Oh, he gave up
I'm
his A
I'm
side. He
I'm
gave us his A
glad
side."
you
Screw all of that.
I'm
He
glad
went
you
in there and
felt
went to
like
fight
Josh was the
over this
man.
thing and did what he had to do. If
I'm
Tank
glad
did that, imagine how he would be praised way more
I'm
than
glad
Devin.
I'm glad you felt like Josh was the man, because according to the boxing people that Josh say we need to listen to, they didn't feel like Josh was the man. They felt like Regis was the man. That's why they made him number one. They made him number one.
Man, I
You
feel
talking
like,
about them, but I guess
man,
I'm gonna tell
that's
you this,
cat,
Free.
man.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
say
know
this,
what the
That's
Free.
the most
boxing rules
Let me
recent
hold
say.
on. Let
time
me
that
say. Let me say
happened.
this. Hold on. Let me say this. Let me say this. Guess what? When we not here in 100 years, they're gonna say Teofimo and George Kambosos was lineal unified champions. They're not gonna say they're gonna say Tank had one belt. So it don't matter. History's gonna remember them guys favorably. Forget about what's going on now. They gonna remember them favorably because of what they did in the ring, not what they talking about, not
Mike,
what they fans say. History's gonna
no,
remember those guys.
Mike Garner. I'm not talking about Regis was ranked over Josh Taylor. I'm saying when Josh Taylor got beat by Tio, and
Right,
Tio
Michael. Yeah,
became the
that's how I
two-time
felt.
became the two-time linear champion. When they came out with the rankings for 140, Regis was ranked number one. Tio was ranked number two.
I don't give
I'm
a
not
damn
talking
about
about
them
Regis was.
rankings. We know what it is. We watch boxing, and Josh Taylor was the number one 140
I know,
pounder. He
dog.
came and
I
got.
know
Now, I
Josh.
know you know, free. I'm talking about the
Dog,
people that don't
listen,
know.
dog,
And
listen,
Josh
listen.
came out there, and Tio came and whooped him, and now
Regis,
Tio's number one at 140.
no,
It's how it go.
Prize, you missing it. Regis was never ranked over Josh Taylor. He wasn't ranked over Josh Taylor until Josh Taylor lost to Tio. When Josh lost to Tio, Regis moved to number one. Tio
And
moved to
that's
number
fair.
two.
And that's fair enough for me.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
All right. Well, fair enough.
Regis moved to number one. Tio was number two, even though he beat the man who was the man. Even though
Fair
he
enough.
beat him, he wasn't considered the best guy at
Well,
the weight class.
I felt like Josh was, but okay, if the statistics come out and they say that, then all right, I ain't gonna argue with you on it. Then I really have no argument. Then
That's what I'm talking. That's why I say it just because you're the linear champion doesn't mean that you're the best fighter at the weight class just because you have the linear title. Now, if you have some stuff to back up, it makes you the best fighter.
I think that's
But just because
I think that's just like
just
contradiction
just
though. It's
like
like if you say I'm the
hold up,
lineal
hold up.
champion,
Let
how
me
am I
finish
not the
though.
best?
Let
That's
me
just,
finish saying what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
know.
Let me finish saying what I'm saying. Just like when Sandon Briggs had got the linear title, he wasn't considered the best heavyweight at he wasn't considered the best heavyweight. He was just the linear title holder. He wasn't considered the best heavyweight. They had Lennox Lewis as the best heavyweight, even though Shannon Briggs had the linear title. Lennox Lewis was the best heavyweight. So just because you got the linear title doesn't mean that you are the best in the weight class.
I tell you what, Free. Now that's why we know you're a great debater. You just want to hear on you trying to win a debate on a lie. Salute to my man, Free. Appreciate you,
What
man.
lie?
The
What
lie
lie?
that if a guy has a lineal champion, he not the best. That's crazy.
So why was T.O. not ranked as the
Wait,
number
wait,
one
wait.
fighter at 140? Why was T.O. not ranked number one fighter at 140?
Everybody said he was number one. Only person who didn't say number one was PBC. Everybody else said he was number one.
Bill Haney came out and said it. PBC ain't say nothing. They ain't got nothing to do
Let
with
me ask y'all a question, because let me ask y'all
They ain't got nothing to do with Regis Prograis.
Yeah, I'm shocked at the stuff that y'all saying.
Like I said, PBC,
what makes a fighter better than another fighter? What makes a fighter better than another fighter?
Give us your definition, Chris, because what we always heard, winning the belt don't matter.
What makes a fighter better than another fighter? What makes a fighter better than another fighter?
When they go in and beat a guy.
No. What makes a fighter better than another fighter? Because a lot of fighters got wins, and everybody that they beat was not the freaking man. So again, what makes a fighter a better fighter?
I don't know.
What gets a fighter to these damn? No. You gonna tell me, since y'all know so damn much? What gets a fighter to these accomplishments and championships?
Tell us, bro.
No. Y'all know a whole lot. That's why I'm asking you. That's why I'm asking, because I don't know shit. What makes a fighter better than another fighter?
No, you said we don't know shit. So I said, you tell us. I don't know.
No.
I thought when a guy go win the belts, that's what make him number one.
I didn't say that. I said, let me ask you a question. That's what I said.
No,
I
what
never
I'm
said
saying
about
is,
nothing.
I
You ain't
thought
no
if you
shit.
win the belt,
No. It's not about what you saying right now. I'm trying to get my question answered, bro.
I don't know that.
And
I don't know.
dancing around it. This ain't dancing on air. So now all of a sudden, all these years you've been watching boxing, you don't know what makes a boxer better than another damn boxer. It's skills, goddammit. And I ain't got nothing else to say.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I mean,
we know good and damn well. We know. Wait a minute, I ain't finished. We know good and damn well. George Cambosa ain't got the best fucking skills, and ain't one of the top skilled goddamn fighters. He only beat goddamn dickhead T.O. because T.O. wasn't on his fucking shit. If T.O. would have went in there and took him serious and wasn't worrying about Jody taking his girl, he would have waxed his ass. So I don't care none of that bull crap. Y'all gonna try to dance around the facts. That's what makes a fighter better, because of the damn skills. Because everybody that got a belt wasn't the goddamn best. We know bums that had goddamn belts. Did that make them the best? No.
Salute to the queen coming through. Salute to the queen coming through. But you know what, Crush? You know the thing about Crush, and I'm gonna tell you, this is why I'm gonna tell y'all some real stuff, man. I'm gonna tell y'all some real stuff. This is why I like Crush, because you know what? One thing Crush will do, he'll really give you some propaganda, and he'll shoot it like it's the
propaganda. You've been pushing propaganda, bro. Everything is facts, bro. Don't ever disrespect my wisdom, son. Don't disrespect my wisdom, son. Don't duck me, son.
I'm just trying to.
I'm saying.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around. I gave this nigga BBO some facts, and he said the PBC was the one that said it. When the PBC has nothing to do with Regis or T.O. So, but the PBC just automatically said that Regis is number one to make Devin look good. That's what the PBC said.
Everybody said everybody said that T.O. was number one except PBC. PBC had They had my man Regis up there. But no matter how it goes, you know what? And that's the cool thing about our show. That's the cool thing about our show. We got two of the best guys in the world. Two of the best guys in the world with the propaganda game. Shout out to my
No,
big brother Chris,
I just
and
gave
shout
you
out to
some
my
facts,
man
and this
D
nigga
Free.
said PBC said it.
Hey, speaking of propaganda, man, let's shout out my man BVO. See, anytime he turns CVO, that means an interview is on the loom. And what are we talking about? The pathway to greatness. We will be seeing Bill Haney, aka Frio Bill, on the
Nigga
panel
said
pretty soon.
nobody
Shout
said
out
that
my
but the
guy.
PBC.
Hey, salute to my man Boxing Menu Podcast. And you know what I want to say though? I want to say this in all serious, all jokes aside. I want to thank everybody for helping us reach our Cash App goal today. We had our 3 Cash Apps. We're gonna keep doing that. We're gonna keep building. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel. And you see, we doing some big things, man. There's some guys out there that we want to catch. Me and Christian talked about it. You heard us say we're not gonna drop names no more. But it's a couple guys out there that we coming for. Pause. We coming for y'all spot because we want the real brothers to have a shot at it. That's what we want. And to what D Free saying, it's comical at times, but this is what happens to black people all the time. We
Nah,
never
this
get
is
our
what happens
just
when y'all
due.
don't read. When y'all don't do research, that's what
Hold on,
happens.
hold on.
Y'all get caught up.
Hold on. This is what happens. This is what happens.
When y'all
You
don't
win
do
all the
research, that's
belts.
what happens.
You win all the belts, right? And then you have a guy come back. Hold on, let me finish, freak. Then you got a guy to come with you with
I
some
ain't say nothing.
propaganda BS and try to give you a whole warped thing that I guarantee you this, and Thomas Hill will probably agree with me. If Tank Davis did what T.O. did or what Devin did, they would call him Jesus. They would lick his boots. They would say he was Hall of Fame, top 5. Can't nobody mess with him. I've been to chats and seen him say that about Tank. If Tank
Well,
wanted to be
I wouldn't
unified,
say that.
oh, y'all ain't messing with Tank because he unified. The thing is this: all he do
They
is
ain't
come
messing
steal
with
your
him
money
now.
like Floyd.
No,
They
Go
ain't
ahead.
messing with him now.
I'm not saying that you having a linear title with some substance behind it that you are considered the best. What I'm saying is just because you have the linear title does not always mean you are the best fighter. Because I gave you 2 situations where the linear fighter was not considered the best fighter in their weight class. I gave you 2 situations. But all you see
You
is
said Shannon Briggs
Kambosos
wasn't
had all
number
the
1,
belts.
right?
Huh?
You said Shannon Briggs wasn't number 1, right? But I don't believe Lennox had a belt at that time. He
Lennox
didn't have a
Lewis
belt at the
didn't
time.
have a belt, but he was considered the best best fighter. He was considered the
By
best
who?
fighter.
So what do the belts
Dog,
mean then, Free?
Thank you for being on my side. Thank you. You finally
I'm
seeing
not
it.
on your side. I'm saying the
You
belts.
finally seeing
How
it.
do you keep up
You
with it?
finally seeing it. You finally seeing
How
it.
do you keep up with the guy if you're not fighting for belts? Because
Dog,
there are some
listen,
guys who were
listen
never
what
champion.
listen what
Ernie
I'm saying,
Shavers was
dog.
never champion. It's a lot of guys
Dog,
who were never champion. Go ahead.
dog, listen what I'm saying. Show me a time. Matter of fact, you said Kambosos was the best guy at 135. You said Kambosos was the best guy at 135. Show me where everybody else say Kambosos is the best guy at 135. They didn't say Kambosos was the
Belts
best
and
guy.
the
They
belts and
said
his trophy.
Kambosos. They said Kambosos had all the belts. They didn't say he was the best guy. They said
So
he had
so
all the
was
belts.
T.O. the best guy?
Matter of
Loma?
fact, what they were saying about Kambosos was Kambosos had the belts up for sale because he knew he was going to lose to Loma, Devin, and Tank. He knew he was going to lose to. So whoever took the deal that he was selling the belts for, that's who he was going to fight. They knew he wasn't the best. They said he had the belts up for
So
sale.
let me ask you this. So if Chia if Jody would have took his girl like Crush said, and he beat George Kambosos, would you have said T.O.'s the best at 135 back then?
No, because he's naturally
T.O.
better
would have
than
been
Kambosos.
T.O. would have been considered the best because he beat Loma, who was considered the best.
So what
So
I'm
all
saying
he
is
did was
this.
he got the loss
What? Hold on,
back.
let me.
He got the loss back. So yes, he would have been considered
So
as
what?
the best because prior to him losing to Kambosos, he was considered the best because he beat Loma. At that time, Tank had just got to the weight class. Tank ain't fought nobody at 135. Devin had never fought anybody at 135 at that weight at that time. So yes, T.O. was considered the best because Loma was the best at 135.
So this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. We agree at one thing that people play these games on who's the best. It really is only settled in the ring. And I'll say this. It's a shame that people. It's just like my man Kendrick told. Said Lil Wayne. It's a shame that T.O. and Cam Bosa's hard work let you down. Free. I'm sorry that their hard work, putting the time in to become champion, unified champions, let you down. At the end of the day, man, when you go into this fight game, from what I'm here, I'm not a fighter, but when you go into this fight game, you know it's less than a 2% chance that you even fight for a title, a 2% chance that you even fight for a title. Every year, you have about 10,000 people that become professional in the United States. Almost every year, about 10,000 fighters. We saying less than a 2% chance that these fighters ever get a chance to fight for a world title. So if they fight for a world title, I'm saying as a novice, I'm assuming they're the best. If you want to change the criteria, that's totally fine. I'm telling you, we gotta look out for our casual fans because that's what grows the sport. Because if you think about it, it's enough of us hardcore casuals, hardcore fans. Because all a hardcore fan gonna do is maybe get a beer, maybe be like BBO, get some Ruby Red Alizé and watch a fight. We not
No,
always gonna go to the fight. Hold on, let me
that
finish. Hold on, let me finish. I talk to a lot of different content creators. Not everybody goes to the fights, but that doesn't mean we don't cover them. So what I'm saying is this: we got to stop this whole thing where only opinion matters is the hardcores. The casuals
Mm.
do matter because buying is power. Whoever spends the dollar, that is power in itself.
I
So
know what TD laughing at.
on that note, what I'll say is what you're saying is true, D Free. Probably for a hardcore fan who was around at that time, they would say, you know what, he wasn't the best. But I'm
I
saying if
agree
you open up
with
that
Boxing
history book,
Scholar.
if my daughter who doesn't know looks at a history book, she gonna say, "Oh, Shannon Briggs being lineal champion, he was a guy." I'm telling you what the
The
no
fans are
that
Boxing
and
gonna
that's
say
Scholar
why you
said
because
we
that's
we
why
said
got to
we're
Ken
stop
here.
going off
Bosa's
with.
had the
But
IBF
that
and the
that's
WBA and the WBO, and Devin had the
that
WBC equals the best at 35. I agree with that, bro. I mean, if it's undisputed, man, you the two damn best. Shit, who else is it?
that no, but this is why I say we are here to educate the casuals. We're here to educate the casuals, not just keep feeding them the same propaganda that they've been feeding out. Period. If we just go along with what they're saying, we just giving them the same thing everybody else is giving. We're here to educate them. That's what we're here
But you
for, to
calling the
educate them.
champions
Because
Duh.
bums, free?
no, I didn't call no champion a bum.
Yeah.
I said he wasn't the best. I said he wasn't the best. I didn't call him a bum.
Nah,
I said he
BBO,
wasn't the
that's you.
best.
You be calling them Amazon. Go ahead, make one up right now. You pretty good with that.
No, no, I know
No,
you
I
ain't
didn't
talking.
say he was a bum. What I'm saying
But
is
this is the thing I'm saying. This
Cambosos
is the thing
wasn't
I'm saying.
considered,
you making them up.
even though Cambosos was considered the champion, he wasn't considered as one of the best at the weight class. That's the reason why they said Cambosos had the belts up for sale because they
Well,
knew any
he
one
was
of
on
the
a
top
little
three
win
guys.
streak, free.
No,
Cambosis was
listen
on
what
a
I'm.
little
Hold
win
on.
streak. Let's give
Why
Cambosos
every
some
time we
damn
go to
credit
you,
now.
you gotta cut me
Uh,
off?
Come on,
Let me finish
let him
talking.
finish. Let him finish. Let him finish.
No, what
Let
I'm
him
saying
finish,
is
bro.
when Cambosos had the belt, he was considered the champion, but they wasn't considering him as one of the best. That's why they said he had the belts up for sale because he was going to lose to Devin, Loma, or Tank. Any one of those three that he would have fought, everybody believed he was going to lose to them. That's why, because he wasn't considered as one of the best. They believed that win over Tio was a fluke. Tio wasn't in his right mind when he fought Cambosa.
nah, I don't believe
I
that.
don't make it excuses. He got beat. He signed the fight. He got beat. But the whole fact of the matter is, T.O. was going through a lot of stuff behind the scenes. But I think if T.O. was to fight Cambosos in a rematch, I think
Yeah, I
T.O. would
do.
have beat
Tommy,
Cambosos.
I do rock with Devin. I rock with Devin. I rock with Tank. I rock with Bud. I rock with Earl and Jamal and Jamel Charlo. Those my guys.
Hey,
That's what I'm saying. They
just like
believe
you
any
rock
of
with
those guys was
And
going to
Ugas.
beat
Wilder if
Cambosos.
he ever
Hold
fights.
on. Just like you rock with Ugas, you rock with what's the
Andy Cruz. I
BBO
think
capped
BBO went
himself
out.
out. He capped himself out.
Nah, but I don't want Tommy to think that I'm just a Devin Haney apologist. No, I'm not. That's not it. Cause I rock with Tank, Dev, Earl, um, Bud. and Jamel Charlo. Those are my guys. I really those are my favorite guys. If I got to rock with the
don't get
guy,
me wrong. Devin was considered the guy at 35 when he got the belts for Cambosis, but he didn't beat the best guys at 135 when he got the belt from Cambosis. That's what Crush is saying. He didn't beat the best guys at the time that he got the belts from Cambosis. He beat Cambosis for the belt, and he was considered the best guy, but he didn't beat the best guy.
Let me ask you this:
That's where
think
the communication is mixing up.
do you think
thinking
Brandon Rosario? You
saying
think Brandon Rosario was the best guy?
Who?
who he capped out again. I think
Who you say?
he might have meant Jason Rosario when he probably is going on and
You
on
think
about
Brandon
Jamel
Rosario was the
Charlo.
best guy at 50?
He's
Can you
talking
hear me?
about Jake.
Can you
He
hear
talking
me?
about
Brandon
Banana. Now you
Rosario
can.
at
No,
54?
Jason Rosario. BVO.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all
Yeah,
hear
we
me?
can
Yeah,
hear
I can
you.
hear you
You going
now.
in and
Can y'all
out,
hear
but
me?
we can hear you. Now we can.
Okay, okay, okay. This is what I was saying. I'm saying when Jason Rosario had those two belts that he got, right? When he beat Julian J. Rock Williams, would you say that Jason Rosario was better than Julian J. Rock Williams? Probably not. But guess what? He had the belt, so he is. Whoever put like this, whoever has the crown is
That don't
going to be
even make
Yeah,
considered the
sense.
best.
That don't even
Whoever
make
has the
sense.
they
crown.
got the bag.
That don't even make sense.
So they got
They
Hey,
so
got
they
the
get the
bag.
belts. How don't
you
that make
guys,
sense?
How though, Tommy? How
you
am
got.
I capping for
But you know
dead? I'm
what?
just going by the facts. I'm just
Can
saying
I?
what it was. If Tank chose the same path as Devin, imagine if he gave up his A side and did all of that, and I rock with both of them. But
No,
it would be Tank Davis fans would be going crazy right now. The
no,
Tank fans.
y'all done moved the
Hey,
goalpost all
hey,
from the Philadelphia Eagles field all the way over to the Cleveland Browns field. I ain't saying nothing about
I
no
was reading the
daggone
comment.
Julian,
I was reading the
no
comment.
Jason Rosario beating J Rock. We talking about the best at the weight class. We're not talking
That's what we're
about
talking about.
him.
We're giving
J Rock
parallel
was not
examples.
considered the best guy at 54. J Rock wasn't
hey.
considered the best guy.
So being a champion makes you the best, correct?
That's
Didn't
what
Not
BBO say.
necessarily.
okay,
That's what
because
they
we,
saying.
we
That's what
we
they
damn
saying.
sure know that in a lot of they called that man a split decision king. And a couple of them split decisions he really lost, but they gave to him because the money was behind him. And shout out to my main man, Dr. Umar. I mean, Brother Umar, he said that you always follow the money. Mickey Bay, coming off a 4.5 year layoff, being 36 years old, went in and beat that man in Australia. He went the same path as Devin. He just didn't get the decision, but he beat that man. And before that, there was another fighter out of Upton Gym. That I forgot the brother name. I think it was Malik Iceman. He fought Cambosis and honestly beat him in the ring if you go by the work that they did in the ring, but was not gifted the decision. And
Can
Maxie
I?
Hughes 10-2 that bad boy, or at the very least, but I think he 11-1 the best fighter in the division. But you
He
want to
had
know
already
why he was
lost by
not
then. He had
given?
already lost to Devin by then.
It don't matter. The reason why he got the dub is because he was the money, and they wanted to set up the Loma versus Cambosis fight, bro. In which the old washed up fighter who would have fought Tank would have been called that. Went in there and did to Cambosis what nobody else did. Now Cambosis is a tough son of a gun, a hard out, no doubt about that. But a tremendous fighter,
You
he
going
is
out,
not.
Tom?
And he is not
And
the
he's not
best in the division, nor has he ever been the best in the division. Yeah, he held some hardware. But that's the thing. That's why pound for pound wasn't going off hardware, it was going off skill set. Skill set is the true determination of a pound for pound fighter. And likewise, the truest skill set of the best fighter is the truest determination of the best fighter is through their skill set, their ability. Even Roy Jones, you like to chronicle him whenever he talks about T.O. being undefeated and 2 times undisputed. I mean, my bad, 2 times undisputed. Listen to what he said about pound for pound. So you know what I'm saying? I rock with that. But if Tank would have did that, Tank would have got no graces from me. Nigga, that was the easy route. Everybody knew. Hell, JoJo
That's the
Diaz
only
was trying to
route.
get it. JoJo Diaz was trying to go to Australia because he knew he probably could
I
get a.
agree with that, Tommy. Because skill wise, he is the best at 135. He is number one. skill wise. But I feel like if Tank would have did that with what Dev did, he would have definitely got praised way more than he already does. But I do agree with you though. Tank is skill wise, he don't need no belts. Because to me, I don't think nobody can beat him at 135. And that
Now,
includes Devin Haney and that includes Shakur Stevenson. I don't think
And
they
you
can
know
beat
what?
him. I
That's
think
why they
he's a different
call
kind of
Thomas
dog, bro.
Hill,
The same for
and you know
Foreman.
what?
and that's why they
And
call, and that's why they call my man Thomas Hill the Vlad TV of boxing talk, because he'll get up here and just sound like you know what he's saying, and he'll just take you like off the bridge. But
and
either way it go, man, Thomas Hill, we understand that you love Tank Davis. We get it.
I love you, brother.
I
You my
appreciate
brother,
you
and I
being a
love you, bro.
supporter of him.
You my brother, and I love you. And I'm gonna tell you the truth, bro. You censored me already by making me gray again, bro. I'm already
That's
gray in the chat.
crazy
So
work.
you know what
How
I'm
are you
saying? So
great?
now you gonna censor me by calling? You gonna
I
you
don't
How
gonna
think
you?
that
put
was
put
intentional. I don't think
jackets
that was
on me now,
intentional.
bro? You gonna put jackets
Hold on,
on
hold on,
me?
hold on,
This
hold
is what
on,
I
hold
will
on,
say
hold on.
also.
I don't
This
think that was
dude,
intentional.
that wasn't me, man. That wasn't me. So I'll put it like this. I like how Thomas Hill come up here and attack the black man. You know the funny thing is, people like my man Thomas Hill did this. They said, "Get your hand out of my pocket," and blew Malcolm away. Those type of cats that Thomas
That's
Hill
crazy.
do, they'll blow you away, man. Pause. So you gotta be careful because Thomas Hill come up nice,
whoa,
No,
and then you'll
did
hear
it?
him
no,
in the
did he?
crowd.
Yeah, nah,
No,
play
I
that
did it?
said
drop.
no,
Play
Man,
the
where the
drop.
did
no
he?
No,
Yeah,
did
did it?
I
play the
No,
said
drop.
did
no,
it?
did
where
he?
the no Diddy
Play the
video?
drop.
You said play no
No,
Diddy.
did it?
Play the drop.
Hey, bottom line is this, bro. This is what I will say.
This is a
FR,
sick Negro.
I want to see Tank with the names he called out. That's who he needs to fight before anybody else because he came out and said, "This is who I got to fight for them to validate me." So, Mickey Fricky, I'm holding you to that. I don't want to
Hey,
see no other
you know
fights,
what's
but at the
funny? Can I ask you a question? How come Tank won't grab Tio up by his coat when he see him? How come he won't do that?
oh, he will. Trust me when I tell you,
But
he
let me ask
will.
you this. Let me ask you this. Why did Tank say, I heard Keyshawn don't like being called the B word and called him the B word? Why does he do that?
You said he
Cause
called
you said
Keyshawn the B word.
Yeah, Keyshawn don't like being called B. You know, he been known to slap dudes for calling him the B word. And Tank went out his way. So I heard you don't like being called the B word. You a B word.
Oh,
You know,
because I
BBO
guess
don't
he
do all
trying
that
to come
cussing.
to I
Call
guess
him a
he
what?
was trying to fight her. To turn the fight up. I don't know. It's promotion, bro. The stuff that he did about fight canceled, if he meant it for his fight or any other fight, that is was weird, bro. I don't rock with that. I rock with him in the ring. I rock the way he carry himself outside the ring. Some of the stuff he do, hey, I'm a human. I make mistakes. I'm flawed, bro. I am not corrupt. I don't believe that brother corrupt. He just at times get a little disillusioned. Sometimes he get in his feelings. I don't know. So that stuff that he did was whack. But when he called them Mickey Frickies out by name, that's who I want to see him line it up with. And I don't care about what weight
But what
class it
about
is.
what
I
about
don't
him?
want it.
What about him call? What about him calling? What about him telling a little kid stop boxing? Little kid talking about, hey Tank, you saw my glove. He said, hey man, stop boxing, don't box. Told a little 7-year-old kid that. What kind of crap is that?
what you
Yo,
mean crap? Man, that's a dangerous
He might
sport.
he might be. I'm about to say he might be saying it because it's the sport can make you or ruin you.
We talking about a dude that just said like, yo, I might be retiring. Like it's a dangerous sport. Like, shorty, you might want to rethink this.
That's
Exactly.
like you hold on, that's like you moving into the barbershop and the old head at the end won't teach you how to do a correct lineup or how to do a nice high taper. That's corny, man.
Yo,
Every time you get a chance,
I got a young dude in there right now. I'm trying to show the ropes. And yo, you might not want to do this, bro. You might not want to do this.
I'll say this. I'll say this. The sad thing is this, man. We get more talk out of this than we actually see fights. And we know for a fact we got to boost guys like Devin, Teal. Because guess what? Teal, and I don't support Teal in any way at all. He's a racist. I do not support him. But he about to fight Godzilla next. He's about to go in there and fight Cerebral Matias. That's another tough fight. And then
I
I'm
like,
hearing he's gonna fight the Jax Catterall Honor Barbosa winner next. So his next two fights, after fighting Jermaine Ortiz, who's a monster, after fighting Loma, who's a monster, Josh
uh,
Taylor's a monster. All
hold
he
on,
do
hold on.
is fight
They
monsters.
signed. They signed.
The Bob Arum is going to announce the fight supposed to be on Tuesday.
Come on. There you go with speculations, man. I just want to
I
see
can only
Tito
give
in the ring.
this is when I hear from a source. I can only give you speculation.
Yeah, I just want to see him in the ring, man. That's all.
Hey, but this is a great conversation, man. And shout out, you know what? Shout out to D Free because people don't know this about this Puerto Rican man. His passion for the sport is just contagious. He get up here and he'll just give you some of the biggest cap in the world. He'll get you talking about boxing. So shout out to D Free for always being one of the heart and
Nah,
souls at BBO
the
boxing because
the
Man,
thing
the
about
Free
man,
is
the
a
man,
hundred.
the
the
thing
man's
about D
energy is
Free,
infectious.
Free
I'm gonna
is
keep
a
it
hundred.
100. I'm not gonna sit here and paint no picture for no scrub, and I'm not gonna sit here and just jump on a coattail because I like a fighter. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. You be jumping on coattails because you like the fighter. No, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. I understand y'all don't want to hear that because it doesn't look good for your favorite fighter, but I don't care about that. I don't care about it getting out of hand.
I'll say this, man. And you, my brother, man. I think you're a little local, Hermano, but you're still my brother. I'll just say this: at the end of the day, man. At the end of the day, we want to see the best fight the best. And guess what? Tank is 29. Somebody's gonna be 30, 31, 32, and I guarantee he still ain't gonna have no fights. And I think what he doing to Lamont Roach is wrong. I heard Lamont Roach was on his break from delivering packages all day, and then you hearing the fight is canceled.
Bye,
That's
yo.
not
See,
fair, man.
there you
Best
go.
of
That's
night,
not
y'all.
fair.
Bye, yo.
You calling a champion a bum. There you go.
Hold on, I
You
ain't calling
calling a
him a bum.
champion a bum. If you saying
Yo
he
said he
delivering
tired from
packages,
delivering packages.
you say he delivering packages, you calling him a bum.
Well, you know we gotta have fun. It's a show for we gotta have fun because they don't know you
Yeah,
one of the funniest dudes on YouTube. You,
yeah,
hey, what that boy Free said? He's completely done. Only,
yeah.
only time I can't wait. I can't wait to hear Free say Tank Davis is completely done. I can't wait till I hear that from Free.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a beautiful thing. And don't miss tomorrow's show. We got the Mount Rushmore, the top five, the top four female MCs. My man, Crush Lesnar gonna bring up Nicki Minaj, the GOAT, Missy Elliott, my lady MC Light, and he gonna bring up the person people do not bring up enough, and that's the one herself, Miss
Him.
Rhapsody. So he
Hey,
got his top
BBL,
four.
did you hear
Rhapsody,
what we doing for the show for Wednesday?
all about doing our
We
awards. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yep. I'll put some together. That and like I said, Tommy, you talk about somebody capping. You always talking about bum ass Andy Cruz, bum ass David Morrell. You only like them niggas because they Cuban. That's the only reason why you like them niggas, man. Them niggas suck. They suck, bro. I can't wait to David Benavidez kick the Cuban sandwiches out your boy Morrell. And I can't wait till somebody slap the beard off Andy Cruz, man. I'm so tired of hearing about these bums, man. And don't forget on Saturday, we got Tim 3 coming on. Oh, great news. We just linked up with my man, Ohio Runs Boxing. Shout out to my man, Marcus. We got together. We're going to do something on Monday together, the 30th. We're going to have a big show because you know what's so cool about BBO Boxing? For once, they let the brothers in. We in now. Tell them, Crush, they can't kick us out now. We in now. Free, we in there now. They can't kick us out.
Hey,
Prize, they
would this
can't kick us out. We in the
Too
house
late.
now,
Too
man.
late now.
am I
So
considered
hey,
a brother, dog? Because if so,
Yeah.
hey.
can I get my access back, dog? Can I be blue
Oh,
again?
here you go, man. You got. I gave you everything you need, man. Hey, Thomas Hill, you part of the brothers. Even though we know you gonna tell him we coming. You know, Thomas Hill type of dude let you know before he come. He's not just gonna show up at your house. He gonna call you and say, "It's okay if I come by." And I appreciate my man Thomas Hill for that. But what I be wanting to do sometime when we get to talk about Tank, I almost want to break his glass, man. You guys
Damn,
ever
how
seen
you gonna
Christmas
break that
Story?
down?
It's like every time it come to every time it comes to Tank Davis, my man Thomas Hill blacks out and wants to beat up everybody. You know, cussing them out, beating their head. You see what the dude did on Christmas Story.
Hey,
That's Thomas Hill.
let me tell you one more thing
Man,
about
you're the
Tank Davis.
calmest dude on YouTube, man. Don't
I'm gonna
do
tell
that
you
to
one more
me here.
thing. That's GP.
Yeah, I'm here, baby.
Yo,
Yeah,
my bad.
GP.
What's up, GP? My man, Maple Scrapple, dog. What's good with you?
I'm
I ain't even
chilling,
mean to
man.
interrupt you, bro.
They don't
Go
even
ahead.
know you the reason I'm on YouTube, man.
Hey, they don't need to know, bro. Like my man over there turned into CVO. I'm gonna leave him with one last tidbit for Tank, dog. Tank is out there gladly conducting sleep studies, asking for participants so he can hand out that CPAP machine and give you or administer you that healthy dose of tank will. So I want Devin Haney to go on and sign up. I want Shakur to go on and sign up. I want Teofimo Lopez to go on and sign up. I want Monster Inoue to go on and sign up if he had something to run his mouth about, and whoever else. Before he gets to any Pitbull action, before he gets to any Ryan Garcia action, and before he gets to any retire action. Mickey Freaky still got 6 fights. I want to see them 6 fights, and I want them against them 5 people he named. And the last one could be
Shout
for
out
whoever.
Thomas. Shout out Thomas Hill, but shout out Tommy Morrison for the 5-piece. Shout out Michael Garner for the 5-piece. Shout out to Puerto Rican Tommy, aka Where's My Wallet, for the 5-piece as well. So we doing some big things, y'all. Like I said, every show it don't matter the it don't matter the money. We just want to just every day, every time we on the show, let's get 3 cash up. Let's support the show because guess what? You guys don't realize that the brothers are in. We in. They can't put us out now. You know, I know a guy like Thomas Hill want to take us by the coat, tank style, throw us out of here, but he can't do it. He can't do it. He can't do it. What you got for us, Free? Give us some knowledge before you get out of here, man. Kick some knowledge before we get out of here, Free.
No, man. I mean, like I said, it's the last week of the 2024. I just want everybody to be safe this weekend. Make sure y'all make it home to your families, and we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Oh, my bad. Shout out to Real Prison Talk with Tommy. I forgot his name. I didn't mean to say your whole government, man. My bad. Salute to my man, Real Prison Talk with Tommy. And don't forget, we got the Mount Rushmore Rhapsody, Nicki Minaj. Dang, I just forgot that quick. Took too many hits, y'all.
You said Missy.
Missy Elliott. It was one more. I can't remember the last one you had, but I know it was Nicki Minaj, Rhapsody, Missy Elliott. It was one more he had up there. I cannot think of who that 4th person was, but
You couldn't.
we
You
gonna
ain't
get
had
it done.
Queen. You ain't had Queen or Light up there.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
it was
light. It
MC
was
Light.
light. It
MC
was
Light
light.
was the 4th
It
one.
was light.
MC Light was the 4th one. So we have MC Light, Nicki Minaj, Rhapsody, and Nicki Minaj.
Man, I like
Perfect. Hey yo, hey, hold on.
Roxanne Shante, man. I don't know how
Hold
y'all
on.
keep her on.
Is it about bars or what is it about?
Yeah.
Careers? What
It's
is it about?
about who's the biggest star, female star work, body of work, freestyles, rapping. I'm gonna tell y'all what, Nicki Minaj is the best female
I'm
rapper
going
of
with
all
Nikki,
time,
lyricism,
bro.
bro.
hands down.
Hell no.
Lyricism.
BVO,
Y'all got
we
Kim
don't
and
agree a
Foxy.
lot, but
Y'all
I'm
don't
going
got
with Nikki, bro.
Kim
y'all don't
and
got
Foxy
It's
Foxy.
never
based off
sold
of
like Nicki did.
lyricism, bro.
It's a different
Based off of
man.
lyricism, bro. Lyricism.
And
Yeah, it's Crush's show, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be
A
lyricism.
crush.
It's
A
gonna play a
crush.
big factor in it.
Nikki
Lyricism.
tough. It's going you got a good one coming tomorrow.
Cause they talking about Nicki Minaj. I'm pretty sure I would find it hard to. I would be shocked if Crush had her anywhere near. Cause I don't see what people think
She
about
wasn't.
her.
Yo,
She,
Nikki
she
tough.
wasn't on
Nicki
my
Minaj is
my
the
list.
highest selling female artist
I'm
of
not
all
talking
time.
about
I ain't
selling
talking about
records. He
never.
said
No, she
bars.
got bars,
He
bro.
just said bars. He didn't say nothing about no.
Lyricism, bro. You talking
Okay,
hip
if
hop?
she sold records,
I
yeah,
thought
she
hip
definitely
hop.
sold records. It's a different time and different day. But as
When
far
you
as imagine if
She just
Twitter
was
and
number
Instagram was
one.
out. Imagine if
Hold on. She was just
Twitter
number
and
one
Instagram.
this year.
Imagine if Twitter, Instagram was out when MC Light and some of them other shorty was. Man, come on,
no,
man.
you
Hey,
gotta.
hey,
I
crush.
would have took Nicki Minaj off and put Queen up there because you
Yeah,
Hey,
cannot leave
crush.
Queen
No,
out.
she
You
didn't. She
cannot
never
leave Queen
sold
out.
nothing, dog.
Hey,
She
crush.
you
never
only
You
sold
going
going.
nothing,
off
dog.
of lyricism,
You only
bro?
going off of
It's
accolades,
based
bro.
off of
No, we
You
ain't
ain't
going
say
off
nothing
lyricism.
of
about
numbers.
no
We going
rapping,
off of
bro. You ain't say
bars.
nothing to think about rapping yet. Not yet. You talking
Hey,
about sold
You
this,
know what's
sold
funny
that.
about that's why I love my BBO family because we can't agree on where to park the car, man. We up here arguing in the mall about tomorrow's show. It ain't even
Bro,
our
listen.
show.
Nah,
so
So
wait,
you
I'm gonna shut
arguing with
up.
us.
I'm gonna shut up and let Crush do his thing.
hold
And
up.
on that
Hey,
note,
crush. Hey,
go ahead.
crush. You got
Bro,
honorable mentions?
it's based off of lyricism, bro. I'm an
Yeah.
MC, bro. I'm hip hop. I'm not going off that goofy shit.
Yeah,
Right.
you ain't mentioned Lauren Hill though. Do you
We
have
go,
honorable mentions?
She only had one album, man.
yeah, we
No.
Man,
going
you
to
talking
honorable
about how
mentions
many
tomorrow.
albums? I'm talking about bars.
Yeah, he not see BBO missing it
Don't miss
though. GP, he
tomorrow's
keep
show.
missing it.
Yeah,
I
don't miss
wanna say
tomorrow's
this.
show.
Commercialized.
I
BBO
wanna say this to
commercialized.
GP. GP, I wanna say this to you.
If you could take
Okay?
6
You're not
feet.
that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy. Okay? Okay? Are you? Absolutely.
I want you to know
damn.
that, GB.
That's the problem with
GB, I
BBO.
want you to know that, man. If you didn't hear that, I'm gonna play it one more time.
Okay? You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy. Okay. Okay? Are you? Absolutely.
And Thomas Hill, this is for you, and we
This
gone.
is a sick Negro.
Oh damn, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, I give you
This is a sick Negro.
Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, I give you BVO.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO.